Who's gonna talk most of the time?
It's okay.
Come on, Peter, don't do it. I just woke up, bro.
Everybody is hearing you.
Well, no hits. I don't want to do any hits. I just want to talk about just talk over shit. It's the best way.
We are live already.
Okay, but no one's there, so some grease ball will be watching it back though, just to see.
Okay then.
Hold on a sec.
Oh no, I need to do my banner again. Oh.
Oh no, not you and your fucking binds. Oh god.
It worked last time just fine. I just had to
Okay.
reset the stars.
That first time you were a bit of a retard with it. Fucking there for half an hour trying to get you to figure out your binds.
Oh, the bands are not working. Yeah, I need to do it manually. Oh. Man, it worked. Ooh, it's working.
Alright, so it's a 14, so you can join Peter whenever you're ready. And they're waiting on us. Oh my god, these fucking specs, bro, jeez.
Hmm?
Specs are taking up the slots.
What server is it first?
It's the China server.
Server's full.
Oh,
You in?
you
Nice.
took TMIA slot.
Cast, go cast, don't spec. They're gonna kick you if you spec.
No, don't go spec.
Cast.
Yeah. I think, yeah. No, wait, what does it say? C? It says you registered yourself.
Yeah, okay, we're good.
Hold on a sec. What ping do they get to NA, the Chinese team?
To Chicago, like 180 to like 230 or something in that range.
Hmm.
I don't remember. They played Chicago in round 1, but I don't remember what they got. They were complaining about the server though. They wanted to go New York. Guess they have bad routes into Chicago, no idea.
Yeah, hold on, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. You alright, Sol?
Yeah.
Okay. How's school?
Ooh, very shit.
Nice. What do you study?
Ooh, nothing.
Great, thank you.
Marketing. which is, I don't know.
Oh, nice. Why does he play with 57 love? What the fuck? Star is so fucking weird. That guy's on like 200 plus ping as well, and he'll play with like 50 fucking 7 love.
Alright.
So they're just testing all their VPNs.
Oh, teammates from Canada.
Not really. Just all
What
over
is,
North America.
are these teams 3-1? Both?
Yeah.
Yeah, so whoever wins this match goes into the playoffs. Like instant. I mean, the other team also has a chance as well, but whoever goes 4-1's instantly in there. Who's this fucking innovation guy? Can you get the fuck out of here?
It's not like this is their problem, like.
I don't care, they have 30 loss. I really don't. I just had to fucking sort out 2 teams who are complaining about loss. Like, fuck do they want me to do about it?
What is Impulse's team's name? Is it IBP still?
That's just rise up.
That's right, it's RISEUP, so they changed it from IBP.
Yeah, I think IBP was a bit too corny for them.
Hmm. Right.
You praise yourself.
In game.
Huh?
I'm in game.
Yeah, well, you have Steam overlay.
This innovation guy, like, Star can't fucking get in because this retard won't leave.
I thought they just kicked Specs now. Or did he register as a caster?
Yeah, it's okay. I think they're just gonna kick innovation because this guy doesn't want to fuck off. Ah, he's gone. There we go.
What are we expecting then from this game?
Honestly, man, I can't put my finger on who will win. I think EVO might edge it out, but Depends. It depends how badly they rape these guys on their home server.
They need to attack as a team though. Every time we play them, it's just been solo. So
Yeah. I mean, on the high ping, you can forgive going like one by one, but
they were doing
Yeah.
it on their home server though. It's a bit strange how they play.
yeah, it's because the fucking hunter scratches are back to 6 and shit. They just fucking they're like, oh, let's just scratch instead of just going for a pounce. It's really retarded. Like,
Yeah.
I'd do that shit on my away game, but I wouldn't do that on my home. Like, you need to just go for multi-caps on your home.
Like, I don't know if it was a joke, but Star actually has 56 LARP again. He had it last night.
Yeah, he always plays with that fucking lerp. Even when he's like 200 and plus ping, you'll still have that lerp. You're just adding artificial MS to himself.
Yeah, it's a bit strange.
These guys need to stop testing VPNs and get in and fucking play.
When was the match scheduled? Like half an hour ago? Or?
13 minutes to go. So technically in 2 minutes these guys could take a forfeit win if they wanted, but I know they won't, but
Ooh, I wish they do it.
I think taking a forfeit win's kind of like the shitty fight. It's pretty shitty to do unless you've been waiting there for like more than 30 minutes. Like we waited 40 minutes against that MSB guys. We didn't give them the win. Or we didn't take the win. Just because like you practice the map, what's the fucking point if you're just gonna take a forfeit win?
Well, the week that they RISEUP forfeited, they actually couldn't play because Adam was going to work, so it was impossible for them. We were going to give them time and stuff, but it just wasn't possible.
I think that came off as a bit of like iffy scheduling to me, to be honest. But I don't know why they scheduled that time. It's a bit weird for them. But
the thing is, I think. Now, Preston told me their team, the best day was Sunday, but then whenever Sunday came around, he said, like, it's not good, pretty much.
I know, because, like, most of them played a lot. I mean, I know Lorne just never turned up, which was a weird one, to be honest. I think he was at work at the time or something, like.
Yeah.
Don't know. It is what it is. Left 4 Dead 2. It's just everyone from different time zones, a bit retarded. I think worst case they should have just grabbed a ringer, like grabbed Apathy or something. I remember he was playing PUBG at the time. Could have just dragged him out and got him to play.
Yeah.
Oh, where is this guy? Okay. Hit them with the old go, go, go.
It's quite an early tank as well. One hit, pretty much.
Oh, in his tank. Ooh.
34.
Yeah, that's like at the ladders. Or just before even, I think. Alright, it looks like we're finally having a ready up. Jesus. Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. We have Team EVO versus Team RISEUP on the Chinese server first. We have a Spitter, Charger, Smoker, Jockey. Look like the hit going in. Jockey gets nicely leveled out. Smoker missing his pull, gets killed. Charger completely whiffs. And that's a really good take by EVO right there, and they're gonna breeze through the map.
It's a 0 damage hit.
Yeah,
Kick things off.
that's a little bit out of sync, I must say, from Team RISEUP there. They kind of went a little bit one by one. But tank is up in the hands of Lawnmower. He's gonna whack that first lamb car in. Really nice positioning, actually. Yeah, that's perfect. You can helicopter that in straight away. Looks like he's going for his second car as well. That's also actually a pretty good car. Nice one boom coming out onto Rochelle. Good skeets by Tim and Fantasy right there. So these guys are already on point, and we're only looking at the first couple of hits, Peter.
Yeah, I'm wondering what they want for this tank though. What support do you want for on this game?
I'm looking at like something easy to land, like hunters and a smoker. I don't think
Yeah,
with the low ping as well. I don't think a boom's gonna be too good. I mean, boom's like historically pretty good here, but
not be smoke charge.
yeah, that car is actually in an okay spot, and he looks like he's just gonna work all his cards in slowly. He's taking a fair amount of chip. He's down to 5400. He's gonna whack that car and nicely placed onto the roof. Almost down to 4k right now. Getting absolutely railed. They have a Charger Smoker jockey up. Charger's actually going to spawn and charge Ellis down, but his teammates are right there. Nice long arm on the ladder onto Rochelle. She's actually trapped by the car. She needs to take the punch away. She does juke a punch and gets punched away by the tank right there. Really good, really well played by Rochelle. And the tank has nothing, Peter, and he's down to 1k.
It's quite lucky the charge fell through into the kitchen pretty much.
Yeah, that may have been a free hittable onto that charger if he hadn't fallen down through the hole. And his teammates right there to clear. Bobby's got absolutely nothing to do. I'm gonna stop calling him Bobby, I need to call him Lawnmower.
Gonna take a while to go AI as well, his first pass.
Yeah, it looks like they are just gonna push all the way through here. They have a Boomer Hunter. They're not even gonna get spitters either because the tank is still up. Nice arc boom going out onto Rochelle. Hunter's gonna be going into Rochelle. Does land briefly. It's clear nice and quickly. Boomer going in for some scratches. Pounce landing back onto Rochelle by Impulse. So he gets nicely cleared though. Tank is almost AI. He's just trying to whack his hatchback in right now. And Survivors are just gonna keep rushing through the map here. They know he's almost AI and there's no threat now. The support is down.
Oh, Rochelle's getting stuck on common.
He's getting locked up. Oh no. Hit's actually coming in. Charger does land briefly, gets instantly cleared. Smoker goes in, gets a nice insta-pawn to Nick. Rochelle does manage to kill the tank. Jockey does land onto Fantasy there, but very little damage coming out from that tank, Peter.
They're probably one hit and safe from now because of that. The tank was first pass, it took so long to go AI, so
yeah,
one hit and safe from.
They couldn't get Spitter because of the tank as well, tank being up, so they didn't manage to utilize that for that Charger that did land, so I mean, I see these guys taking almost no damage on this last hit. It's really hard to land this hit. He's going to go for a nice draw crown. Good draw by Star. Hunter DP really high up in the air. Impulse down all the way to less than 100 HP. Nice pop by Say onto the Boomer. Hunter does land. Impulse is going in and gets nicely skied by Star. And that's a really good chapter by Team EVO, Peter.
Good start. I don't know if it was a misplay though by the infected. I don't think you can keep tanks up and AI them like that. They skipped about 4 hits, a couple of chokes, the ladder choke in between the houses.
Yeah, they definitely didn't utilize the chokes too well. Also doesn't help as well. It was really unlucky how that Charger did charge the guy back down into the kitchen, and because if he hadn't charged him down to the kitchen there, that would have been a free hittable.
Yeah.
Also, the tank tried to go for a really early long arm, and he whiffed on Rochelle and lost the corner onto her there as well, and probably another misplay by the tank. But we have the next hit coming up here. The first hit for Team EVO. Spitter, Jockey, Charger, Smoker, just like EVO had here. Here's going to be going in. What the fuck was that?
Charger spawned in the tree.
That was actually a pretty sick charge. It almost worked actually. I actually like that charge. That was innovative.
Yeah.
Smoke lands for a couple of ticks. Overall, not too bad of damage there. Nice spread across all the survivors. I don't think anyone is 5 punch right now. Impulse barely in the 4 punch range. And tank is up in the hands of Star, their team captain. So let's see what he can do with his tank. He's actually going to do the same thing Lawnmower did and just yeet all his extra cars in as well. Nice one boom lands by team onto Impulse right there. Good clears. Nice ski by Presto onto the Hunter. And tank is actually on top of the roof here and he's trying to keep sight, but I think he's a bit too far away. And he's got a lot of hittables, Peter.
Yeah, I just need the respec.
Yeah, I started teleporting into the ground there. That was fucking weird. Couldn't move. Tank is actually playing it as long as possible here. I think
Old school style.
yeah, and kind of like it though. I mean, he's gonna abuse them on the high ping and go for a rock tank. Classic Asia. Nice pull goes down to Nick. Does get cleared. Jockey lands onto Coach. Charger going in. Does land a nice punch charge onto Nick. Almost a rock landing into it. 2 slams. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Little bit of mispositioning right there. Nobody really shot the charger. Everyone was focused on that clear. And Tank is going as close as possible. He really just wants to keep the site. I mean, he's down to second pass. He's probably going to have to start committing real soon. He's utilized the fact that survivors did push far away to LOS, which means that it gave him time to get his cars in without taking too much chip. He's going to yeet this next one in. Yeah, not too bad of a hit. He has 1 car in front of the ladder. I'd definitely keep that right there. Nice 1 boom going out to Nick. Hatchback almost landing onto 2 survivors right there. Barely misses. Hunter pre-spawned the back. Another Hunter pre-spawned to the roof here. Hunters are actually going in. Lands onto Presto as well. Tank is going to try corner Presto right now. He has a hittable right below. He has 1 more support up. Hunter trying to grab the guy that's already cornered. Not quite sure why. He can actually go for the kill right now, but he actually doesn't. He decides to whack him across. He's down to 500 HP, getting chased by the survivors right now. And they're going to pick him up real quick. Jockey does land onto Coach very nicely there by Team. And looks like the Tank is just throwing curve rocks. Nice rock onto Coach right there. Tank is actually still up. He's down to 60% rage and he's just throwing rocks right now. They do have a charger up, so they try to push forward. He might just fly in from the roof. Looks like he's going to Rochelle. Really nice catch by the charger there. Also gets a slam. Hittable going in. 1 final Hail Mary. Oof. You know, for what he had, that was a pretty good tank, Peter.
Yeah, I think they took it quite well though for the ping, considering what happened.
I'd definitely say for EVO, they should have saved the boomer. They're on high ping in an area like that where the common can spawn all around you. I think it's definitely would have been a better choice. I think having 2 hunters, and one of the hunters went for the guy he already had cornered, which is a bit of a misplay as well. I'm not quite sure what happened there. We do have the next hit here, Hunter, Jockey, Spitter, and another Hunter, so not too bad here with pro mod spit damage is pretty high. Looks like a Hunter's set up inside for some sort of wall kick. Another Hunter's far away on the roof. Survivors just slowly baiting it here, taking their sweet ass time on the higher ping. Spit looks like he's going in with the pre-spit. Doesn't quite land onto Coach, but Hunter lands onto Nick for a lot of damage there. Really slow clears going out. That's actually a good amount of damage onto the health bonus.
Seem to be quite stacked up though for the double hunters. Kind of a bad idea.
Yeah, it looks like also I don't agree with the pre-spit there. I think that was a missed opportunity there. He had 2 hunters to spit on, but he went too early with a spit. But either way, decent damage, and they should probably start working onto Ellis here because he is the majority of the health bonus on his own. They're also going to be bleeding out. Promon has a little bit of bonus that bleeds out over time as well. And we are going to be seeing probably the only hit that's going to be significant, and that's going to be a Jockey, Charger, Boomer, and Smoker. So not ideal for this area. Nice pop by Impulse. Not Impulse, Presto even. Nice double charge landing out with a pawn to Coach. And Ellis jockeyed in front as well. Pretty fast clears, however, considering the double charge. And you know what? That was actually a pretty good hit. They managed to reduce Coach's bonus and a little bit onto Nick.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Definitely. Maybe you're going to be seeing a full stack onto Ellis for this next hit here, just to get him down maybe below 50%. That would be pretty good for them right now. Going for the Witch. Nice crown by Presto here. And we do have a Hunter spit to Boomer, so actually not too bad for this area. Pretty mobile cappers. Boomer goes in, lands nicely onto Presto at the back. Hunter's pre-spawned behind him. Looks like he's trying to go. Does miss his wall kick though. Hunter going in with the pre-spit. Spit just disappearing into nothing.
It's actually a good take.
It is a good take. The spit, he spat underneath the generator and it just disappeared. That was a bit unlucky. Only a lot of damage, but
they went for the non-bonus as well though, so
yeah, true.
It's a pretty good score. I think they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, I think RISEUP definitely took that pretty well there. Managed to protect Ellis and his health bonus right there, but map 1 isn't worth too much. It's map 2 and 3 here. That's like the big bonus here. So we got to see some big scores coming out from EVO. At least that's what we're going to be expecting. And since we didn't get to do a map one, how about we do a roster rundown? You want to handle Rise Up, Peter?
Yeah, once we get in. I know it's hold on. It's Adam, Lawnmower, Presto, and Impulse.
Nice, good job. And for Team Evo, we have Star, Fantasy, Sai, and
It's Time, or how do you say his name?
Team A.
Tima?
Team A. Team A. I'm trying to sound a bit Asian, you know, Team A. I don't know. I think that's actually their main lineup that they're using right now. Star, Fantasy, Team A, and Say. At least that's been their main lineup for previous tournaments in the last year or so. Same for Team Rise Up as well. That seems to be their main lineup too. So
Yeah.
got pretty much the strongest of their teams going up against each other right now. Fucking Spec HUD. We have a Hunter Smoker, Hunter Boom for the first hit for Team Rise Up here. Pretty shit hit. I wouldn't even consider going for DPs just because they're on the high ping. It's kind of hard to land DPs, but looks like they're going for it anyway.
Yeah, they have 3 SMGs, which is interesting.
Hunters go in, do get very quickly cleared. Overall very fast clears. Hunter may be landing a little bit too long onto Fantasy there again, a nice match here, but overall pretty well done. Good dodge by Star on both DPs right there. And they're going to continue their way through the map. Nice double boom coming out just to slow them down a little bit. We have the tank around 60%, which I think they have to run that one bank, if I'm not mistaken.
It's right at the exit of the sugar mill, or where is it? At the exit of the...
It's like where you go into that really large open area. I think it's like near the entrance to that open area. Do have a hit coming in. Charger does whiff. Smoker spit lands for a little bit there. Jockey gets nicely M2'd by Star. Star obviously showing that he is a pretty strong fragger right now. He's kind of just leading his team with a shotgun, and you know what? I actually really like watching Star. He's very aggressive and very stylish, and it's kind of cool to watch him play.
Mm-hmm.
You have players like Sai and Team R who are a bit more reserved, kind of at the back with the SMGs. So a very well balanced team, honestly, overall.
Yeah, I think Star is actually their star players, and he's actually considered one of the better Asian players.
Yeah, definitely. Sai and Star are definitely the 2 best players on their team. I think Team A has great tanks as well. I think he's one of the better tank players on the team. We do have a Hunter Charger Boomer Hunter. They might opt to just send this in. Boomer's trying to look for an arc boom on the roof right now. I think Ellis is barely blocking him. He could probably go for it once Rochelle moves. They don't have a spit, so should be seeing
2% away from tank. There we go.
Yeah. So they are going to go for a boom. Nicely popped by Team, and that's a crucial pop on that boomer right there. And Charger's going to be going in, gets completely melted. Nice level by Sai right there. Really well taken by the survivors. And they're actually going to play extremely aggressive on this tank. They're going to push him into the open.
A lot of commons ahead, but...
You know what? They should just... Tank's going for a cutoff. But he actually punches him away. This tank's got absolutely nothing, and they're in the complete open right now. He's getting absolutely annihilated. He goes for a nice jump rock, does throw the rock, lands onto Fantasy briefly. Smoker goes in, gets insta-cleared. Tank has nothing right now. He's down to 3k. Boomer going in from the side, gets a nice B-hopper, gets nicely M2'd. Jockey lands briefly.
Oh, nice.
Good separation by the Smoker right now. Start going in, clearing Nick right now. Fantasy is cornered right now. Double boom coming out, but Tank's down to 1k. He's throwing a rock, whiffing onto Nick. Tank has absolutely nothing. He's down to 200 HP, and that's going to be a dead Tank.
Wow. That looked so bad for a split second when the boomer was in the middle of 3 survivors. But...
That looked scary, bro. I honestly thought someone was going to M2 and just pop that and just stumble everyone. I saw it coming, but they were smart. They didn't go for the pop. And that actually probably saved them in the long run. Only 1 in-cap coming out from that. And you know what? That's 1 less hit they've got. That's 2 less hits they've got to take now, actually. My god, Star getting a really nice wall ski. An in-cap charge landing. Onto Team up with it. Oh no. They got to clear the cap guy. He's gonna die.
He's dead.
Charger actually went for a kill. I don't know how that happened with the in-cap charge, especially on the high ping as well. That's an insane charge that Lawnmower landed right there. They're down to 3 players, and that was perm health as well. So that's a lot of bonus gone right there.
That's huge, and they also have the opportunity to sack for a quad in the field, so...
Yeah, I think they have a spinner boom right now. They're probably going to send that last and just sack for a nice quad. We do have a spitter, charger, boomer, and jockey. Jockey is coming in here. Lands onto Rochelle briefly. Charger actually whiffs onto the Rochelle, who was jockey. Spitter and boomer do go in. I think the boomer died before the charger as well, but I don't think that mattered. I think they're still going to get a quad either way, just without a charger. And pretty well taken by the survivors. You know what, considering a whole death came out, Say and Star still have a decent amount of bonus. This map is worth so bloody much. Like, you can have a sliver of perm health on like 2 plays and still have like 300 bonus. This map is worth so much.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a misplay though, running upstairs, and like Rochelle was miles away from her team, killing the witch. So.
Yeah, they definitely need to like take it a bit slower than Bay. They knew that they had it hit up already because the SI went pretty early on the tank. Boomer goes in, nice arc boom into 2 plays. Ellis isn't boomed, however, and they're just gonna push forward. They're not even gonna give a shit. We have a hunter, smoker, and a hunter right now. They probably, if I was them, I'd send this right in. They're boom, they're hoarded. Looks like hunter's going in. Does miss his DP. The whole hit is gonna be going in right now. Rochelle gets nicely cleared. Fancy gets cleared before the second hunter lands on. You know what? They actually survived the scariest hit on this entire map, Peter.
I think they could have landed that tri-cap though. It was just a bit of bad positioning. The smoker was pulling one right in front of their teammate, so...
Definitely. The hunter and the smoker all went from the same position.
Yeah.
Like, they had rocket spawns above. They could have came from different angles. They were hoarded, but they just all came from one angle. And yeah, it gave them time to clear. And the hunters had to kind of pounce around the smoke target. They have a smoker at the back right now. At full HP, it's probably go for a sneaky pull. Charge is going to be going in. Actually completely whiffs. Nice clear, and then who was that charge? Presto. Poor Presto does completely whiff that charge. And you know what? Survivors actually made it in with a little bit of bonus. I'm surprised they survived.
If you rise up, you're pretty happy with that.
Yeah, considering how badly I'd say the tank went, like I think the tank had a lot of opportunity there and just didn't quite capitalize on the separation that his SI created. But you know what, like Lon clutched out with that really nice in-cap and then death charge, and yeah, they kind of depleted the bonus over time as well. So pretty well taken by RISEUP, and EVO have got to really do some work. They got to get an early wipe on this map, Peter. This is looking scary right now. If they make safe for a mod, this is going to be really bad for Team EVO going onto the away server, because this is one of the high bonus map. This and map 3 are worth a lot of bonus.
Be interesting to see how they take the tank.
Definitely. I think they're probably going to run back and be safe. Boomer gets nice M2 by Presto. Almost gets the boom off though. Hunter's up top looking for some sort of DP on the roof. Smoker is in front. Hunter's also in front. And looks like they're going to start sending their hit in any second now.
Could be a quad. Looks like they're going to wait for the quad.
Okay, yeah, they are going to be waiting for that quad. Hunter's just stalking them from behind. Hunter in front is actually doing a good job of just distracting them. They're going really slowly. And looks like they got spit. So that's a bit unlucky, but DP's miles up. They all kind of trailed her. I'll just send a hit in right now. They're really focused on that DP. They should just go utilize that. Looks like exactly what they're doing. Nice ski by Impulse. Nice double cap landing there with spit on top of Rochelle. That's a decent amount of damage, but that was a crucial ski by Impulse right there.
That was a great ski. I mean, they banked on the quad, which you would think they would get, but it didn't quite happen.
Yeah, and it's because the spit, they didn't have a spit on the last hit, so that was the next thing that was going to be in queue. Do you have the next hit coming up? Smoker, Boomer, Jockey, Charger. Not too good here. I'd actually personally save Boomer and just send the rest. I think keeping Boom, or at least send Boomer first. I think Boom is so crucial on these hyping play. If you can get Boom as the tank spawns, that's absolutely huge. Looks like we do have the hit coming in. Boomer's going in. Nice single boom onto Coach. Charge landing, almost landing a double charge. That looked really spooky for a second. Pretty well taken by RISEUP right there. Really good positioning by them to clear each other quickly, shut things down, and Boomer didn't actually die first, if I recall, so they're not actually going to have it up for this tank, but they should definitely sack for a Boomer for the tank's commit.
They do get spawned before they full hit.
Definitely. is coming up. Hunter and Smoker. Let's send him, but let's send this in before the tanks fall. We'll just have the same. Just push forward, and there's not much common by the looks of it either. But Spitter's going in solo. I guess Say is the tank. No, okay. Guess maybe they're trying to sack for an early boom right now. Hunter's up top, going for DP of some sort. One of the Hunters is down to 137 HP. Smoke gets nicely cleared. Hunter's just pouncing around. He should just kill this at this point.
This team is seriously good though. Whenever they're on form, like they can shut down anything. So they just seem to take hits on high ping pretty easily so far.
Yeah. The tank's kill. No, okay, he's gonna play the rock tank. Okay. He's gonna rock tank then. We do have a long tank coming out. Fantasy coming up. Jockey Say's about to get his spawn. That put him into the. Oh really? Oh. Looks like we got the hit coming in. Charger goes in, nice little stumble with 2 punches on top. Jockey gets nicely shut down.
That first rock almost landed. That was pretty fortunate.
Yeah. Are we robots for you, Soul? Hello, hello.
This is second past 80%. Like the tank has to commit.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of
He
chip
fell
too.
off.
He's failing these ladder climbs. They're actually gonna push him. This is smart. The tank's completely fucked up.
No.
He's actually getting pushed really far away here. I don't even think he has time to commit through
No.
this way. This is
Maybe
gonna
he
be
does,
really.
actually.
This is gonna be really close. 30, 25, 20. Okay, he's down to 15%. Less than 3k. The SI have got to go early right here. Boomer's got to go. Go, Boomer, go. He does get that corner into Rochelle, but he
whiffed
whiffs
the
a punch.
punch.
He goes a bit too early. The Hunter needs to go. The tank's going to die. Hunter gets nicely ground skied. Presto pop the Boomer, and that's a dead tank.
Ooh, that was. I don't know how he fell off the canister though. That's pretty bad.
He fell off the canister, got pushed a mile away, taking about 30% of his HP as chip. And then on top of that, his Boomer went really late and got popped, and then his Hunter got ground skied. So he actually had almost nothing to work with. I think one Hunter landed briefly, but to get him that corner. But that is really well taken by RISEUP, and they've got to do work right now, EVO, because these guys need to wipe. That's just how it's gonna be.
I mean, the cornfield, you have the quad opportunity always on high ping, so I think that's where they might make it back.
Yeah, nice high pounce by the jockey right there. Gonna create a little bit of separation, but again, they're just going 2 by 2 right now. Charger spit is up. They might go for some sort of staggered charge spit. Charger actually lands.
It's despawning.
Spit is despawn. Oh god.
There's not much communication, it seems, on this team though. That happens a lot. They send chargers first, or like I've seen them send chargers first multiple times, and jockeys miles away and stuff.
Yeah,
Spitter just
definitely.
sacked
Like
as well.
this team is made up of really good, strong players, but their communication is lackluster. I think that really is like holding them back as a team from just being absolutely amazing. I think like when their communication is on point, this is easily one of the best teams in the world. But Boomer's going in, nicely empty by Rochelle. Does get proxy boom onto Ellis, however, and
I think this time it's a quad if they wait.
yeah, looks like the witch is
And
going
that's-
in, lands onto his head. Hunter's going in. Really nice double carry there, almost a tri-cap. Jockey taking him a mile away. Hunter's on Presto, he's not being cleared. Boomed guy is getting taken really far away. That's going to be a full-on reset as well. Impulse is almost dead as well, so they have to prioritize picking him up. Coach is going back to help. They have a smoker going in, actually delays the pickup. Does actually get nicely pistol cleared by Impulse. We have Fantasy getting a spawn up as well, and they're completely separated, Peter.
He needs to pick him up. One scratch and he's dead. So yeah.
And Impulse is dead. Presto is completely separated. The Smoke actually has a repull right now. And he does land the repull. Charger whiffs on the other player, however. And Coach is going to be running to clear Presto, but he's already been made slow now, so I honestly have to give him the pills. And Lorne won't have pills. They have really staggered spawns too, so they're just going to keep hitting them over and over. Charger is coming in to delay the pickup. Probably going to go for a long charge, maybe. He is going to look for a long charge, gets nicely railed by the survivors. Boomer does land for a single one boom, but that was absolutely horrible, Peter.
Normally Impulse is really reliable. I don't know why. He shot the witch and then just sort of stopped on the stairs. He didn't get blocked by anything, and the witch just dropped on his head.
Yeah, I don't know why he waited there on the stairs. He should have ran all the way back and let his team kind of create a shield for him so he could go for the draw crown, but that was just really poor positioning and, you know, paying heavily for it. Nice, another 2-cap goes out. Rusto really struggling with those clears right now. Does get the kill into coach before he's in cap, but I mean, I'm seeing these guys probably getting wiped on the staircase. Sorry for my hiccups.
I think Nick, I think it was Presto, also made a mistake though by chasing the smoker.
He chased the smoke instead of going for the pickup, and then he got pulled anyway as Impulse died, so... Yeah, definitely. I think it was more the scary fact that he didn't want the other player to die below, but...
I think just more important that they don't get tilted over this, because they're actually, if you look at the scores, it's pretty good for this point in the game.
Definitely. We do have a Hunter landing onto Coach for a lot of that. Almost a kill onto Adam, actually. Smoker's going for a respawn. And they haven't even started the event. We're definitely going to be looking at probably a wipe before the field right now. I think Adam's black and white as well. Oh, no, he's not. He's not. I remember he had perm health the hit before, so he hasn't gone down.
Suicide here for the extra points as a 3.
You don't get points anymore.
No?
No, that's been fixed. If you jump off, you don't get any distance points anymore. Which is a really good quality of life fix. We do have the Charger landing in, and that is going to be the wipe.
So,
I think that was fixed like back in Ace mod, if I remember. Like, I think so. I could be wrong. It could be
a long time, but
it could be a SOU mod thing, and maybe you can do it in Pro Mod Leaks. We haven't really changed anything in the config, but either way, like, I mean, that was a huge sack by Impulse right there, but overall, I mean, the scores are very close here. They need to get, if they can get like even a really nice spread of damage onto map 3 here, onto EVO, and then maybe make it to safe room, like, I don't know, I don't know how EVO's gonna come out. They're gonna have to wipe them back to back and make safe room with huge bonus on the next 2 maps if they're gonna stand a chance, because Hard Rain is definitely a map that you can make big bonus on low ping. It's pretty open. It's, you know, not too many spawns for the SI. You should really be making safe rooms on your home server.
is this tank? They might have to play it inside, which could be interesting. They might have bigger arms on the higher ping.
Yeah, that's gonna be before the drop. I think that's like pretty much as soon as they run towards the stairs, it's gonna spawn. They're probably gonna, if RISEUP probably gonna be smart and save a boomer for it. We do have the SI going in, and nicely shut down by Survivor. Star does take quite a lot of damage. I wasn't really paying attention to the hit.
Double spit for first and second.
Oh, really? Okay, so pretty good damage by Team RISEUP, and they're gonna push this elevator probably before they get full hit up by the looks of it. Mecca might look for a clutch pull. If I was them, I'd be saving this boomer right now. I would not be sending this boomer. Ah, they should really have saved that boomer. They know where the tank's spawning. They could get a really nice arc boom as they try and push out potentially, or just keep them from pushing out entirely.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a misplaced sending the boomer there.
That wasn't the tank either, so
that's really unfortunate. But we do have, maybe they're just going to be looking for a quick quad actually, now I think about it. Hunter is actually not going to get spotted. Charger just lands on the fancy, gets nicely insta-cleared. Hunter's going in, does land onto Star briefly. Another Hunter lands onto Ellis up top, but there's no SI right now. And you know what? They might just push forward.
yeah.
That's exactly what they're doing. I would not go for guns right now. That's not a smart idea when the tank's right above you. Okay. Thank God.
We need to get out of the water though, because there is some sort of slowdown on this.
Yeah, there is significant slowdown, but also you have to take it. Actually, you know what? The tank doesn't. The Uzis don't slow the tank down in water. That's something I've learned as well.
Okay.
So you know what? The tank's actually pretty fast in water, and the survivors are really slow. So they're definitely gonna try back up onto that little ledge behind them there for some speed.
This boomer needed to die about 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, I would not keep a Boomer for this commit. You don't get slowed down when you're in the water either by common hits. Boomer is gonna go onto Nick, does land a single boom. Charges B-upping his way in, but he has absolutely nothing to work with. Does land onto Nick briefly at the back, but Ellis is right there to clear him, does get one stop. Jockey lands onto Fantasy as well. This is a lot of damage from the SI. Fantasy getting cornered as well by the tank. I don't know how a Jockey lands in such an open area with low ping, but
That was actually a ridiculous charge there by Adam. He landed a hop and predicted where the survivor would be.
He landed like 3 hops in a row, did he not?
I just caught the last one. He must have came around the side of the truck or something. I only caught the last hop, but
he actually came off the roof. The roof of the
Sugar Mill?
The Sugar Co thing. He literally came off, B-hopped off the trailer and just flew his way in. That was pretty sick. Then got a really nice long charge. Hunters are going to be going in. Getting nicely skied by Evil Say. Next one's probably going to get skied. Nice skied by Team Up with the Uzi. And that's a pretty good shutdown. That's a lot of damage coming out from that tank. Like, that 2-cap should not have landed.
No. Well, they played it right with pushing the survivors towards the Boomer, but the Charger kind of gave them that damage, and then I think it was Coach was separated for a second, so...
Fantasy's actually stuck.
Yeah, see that?
It's going to get teleported there. There we go. We do have a Charger, Smoker, Jockey, Boomer again. Not really ideal. They're not getting these spit charges because they're not really sacking quite the correct order. Nice M2 onto the Jockey. Charger goes in, almost lands onto Nick, gets a stumble. Pull goes out, gets cleared. Charger going in for some punches, gets 1 punch onto Rochelle, but she's non-bonus anyway. And you know what? Team Evo still have a pretty high bonus right now.
Yeah, maybe 1.5 hits and they're in the safe room pretty much. Maybe even just 1 from there.
I definitely think they could probably take no damage on next hit and walk in with around 500 bonus and definitely make a nice big chapter score, almost bringing them up to 3k. Which is about standard, I'd say, for your home server. Hunter goes in, does land. Luckily, not all of them decide to drop and ditch each other. Really fast clears coming out. Smoker does have a repo, gets picked off, and that's going to be safe from Peter. And you know what? Considering how bad that tank looked, they still made it in with 500 bonus.
I think they'll be happy after what happened at the tank. They barely took any damage apart from that tank, so...
Yeah, that was really good. I think what really did them on the tank there was that Fantasy ate that Jockey in the open area, and he was a mile away from his team. I think that was really what fucked them over. I think if Fantasy hadn't eaten that Jockey, like, that tank probably would have gone 1 in cap tops, but you know what? Pretty well salvaged overall. Looking at almost a 3k chapter score. Maybe a little bit underperformance, I'd say. Definitely from map 2, I think. A little bit lackluster, but not too bad here. And this is a tank I could definitely see Evo wiping RISEUP on. Nice spit Jockey right there. With a Hunter to save from that's not being cleared. That is a lot of damage for that hit.
Nick ran through a bit of death spit as well, so not good.
Not good at all. Nick's down to half of his HP right there. Adam losing about 19 as well. Impulse losing about 11. Lorne really the only one not taking any damage there. You know, they have 1 more hit before they go in here. Smoker's probably going to look for a delay pull. That is definitely what you should start doing, just going for a random pull and delay. And Boomer's going in. It's nicely M2'd and pop. Charger actually charges in between both survivors. Really unfortunate. That was so unlucky. That looked like it was going to be a double. You know, pretty well taken by RISEUP on that second hit. And you know what? They're going to have a Boomer for the tank, Peter.
I'm wondering what they're going to do at the elevator, if they go right or left, because they know they have a charge, so it's kind of risky.
I definitely... Oof. They don't even have a Boomer.
Is it called?
Good sack order, nice. They're just going to be going in. Wow, get everything absolutely... And that's a death charge onto Coach. Jeez.
Maybe they didn't expect there was a quad after the 2 cappers died.
I don't think they did. I think they're all reloading when the Smoker went in. Like, there's only 1 guy shooting the tongue, I think. Tank's just going to insta-commit. There are 3 players going for a nice jump rock right now. Does miss onto Nick. Charger's going to be flying in. Goes for a nice long charge. Does miss, but he's got the corner into the tank, and he's still got over 4k HP. Boomer goes in for a nice 1 boom. That's pretty much 1 in-cap survivor. Jockey lands onto him mid-air while he's being punched. Presto's just going to rush forward for distance, but Tank's right there to stop him. And That's absolutely, that death charge should not have happened, Peter.
Yeah, once he died, that was it. You have to rush because you're 100% gonna die inside.
Yeah, definitely. Like, they should just start rushing, like, as soon as possible right there, and they did try, but the water slowdown's a bit too much. That's devastating right there. That death charge should not have happened right there. I think they could have made that map for sure.
I think so, yeah. Especially when they hit, because you can easily drop down. You can potentially push the tank, so...
Definitely, and you know what? Map 4 here, I mean... It's an early tank, so there is that opportunity for a pretty sick hittable wipe, but usually this tank doesn't get very much at all if the survivors have good positioning, and I don't really see... I don't see EVO getting wiped on this tank. I see them making it with a big chunk of bonus and flinging themselves all the way up to 4k.
I think they need that 4K though. You should be hitting 5,000, I think, on your home server on this map.
Definitely. I think from experience playing like these guys on their home server, they about around finale, like the first time we played them, like at the end of the finale, they got about 5.2k, which is okay. And then they were kind of declining over time, obviously, but dude, this tank is in. What the fuck? Boomer's in, he's whacking his hittables. They're really separated, but there's no SI to go in. Nice hatchback hit, but that is actually whipped. They're all going to take the roof now. He's yeeted all his cars. He's got one more car left, and it's actually on the roof, almost landing onto Nick. Watch your footing, Nick. Jesus. And they're on the street now. Nick needs to go the other way. Why did he take the punch the other way? Okay, now he's going to take the punch the other way. SI are all spawned at the back as well, and the survivors can't do anything. Hunter does land briefly onto Ellis, but not soon enough. Charger gets absolutely railed. Jockey trying to get Sign Jockey to Rochelle, but gets nicely killed by his teammates to cover it. Hittable going in, does miss. This tank is down to 1.3k. Adam's got nothing to work with either. And survivors are just going to, should be pushing forward right now. There's no hittables. They're actually going to decide to just kill him off. Okay, they're going to play it safe. I would just be pushing forward right now, especially with Adam being the tank one spawn down. You know what? That looked really scary, and then he whacked that last hittable on the street, like really far, almost got Nick, but then he had nothing on the street to work with, and all the SI was spawned at the back. Yeah. And he had nothing to work with.
He committed on the boom, expecting that someone would get locked up, but...
It's too open of an area. It's just
he was
way
a bit
too
unlucky with one car at the start. He almost hit Rochelle, but after that was it.
Nice skeet by Say onto the Hunter right there with the Uzi. Pretty good tracking skills right there. Charger is up, but all the SI have gone. He's just gonna be saving this Charger for probably the choke here at the staircase. They might opt to hit at the staircase, or they might just opt to hit as they're dropping. Depends what setup they get. Spirit did die last though, so maybe they're going for a quad. Nice draw crown, I mean normal crown by Star. And looks like we have a Jockey, Boomer, Charger, and Hunter. So not too bad, but you definitely don't want a Boomer here. It's pretty useless. They're probably going to send this in. That's exactly what they're doing. Charger completely whiffs. All the survivors push inside. The hit does go in. Nice M2 to the Jockey. That is going to be safe for him right there with barely any damage coming in. That is so much bonus, Peter.
It's a 760 bonus. I think it's a bit of a misplay, or that you need spits, and especially for that hit, like spit and does a lot of damage. So
you need to be sacking for spit charges as often as possible, in my opinion. And you know what? This map is also worth 100 extra distance as well, because Zone mod caps it to 400, but this on Pro mod it's all the way up to 5. So this is a lot of they hit 4K. You know what? EVO on the right track right now. If they make finale with a big bonus, they're in a really strong position. They just got to get a couple of wipes on Team RISEUP, and they probably take this matchup.
It was looking close at one point, but then they just sort of pulled away this map. So
yeah, they kind of got their head back in the game and started to play a bit smarter.
I think RISEUP have to make safe from at the very least here. Keep it sort of close.
Yeah, they definitely need to. This is definitely a tank that is pretty easy to take, even on high ping. So I don't see them wiping, but there's every opportunity for it. Maybe an insane double boom lands or something. We do have a Boomer, Smoker, Hunter for the first hit. Long fall landing. Hunter going on for a couple of takes. Hunter's just going for scratches. Coach is completely hoarded right now. Does get a random time counter fantasy, but
I think they should wait for maybe 10 seconds before they spawn this because there's shitloads of commons.
looks like yeah, Adam's pretty badly locked up there. Tank is up in the hands of Say. Say is just an insane player. I've actually always said this. He's considered the best player in China. So let's see what he can do with this tank. He's nicely whacking his hittables in. He needs to be careful though. One of his SI is down. He gets nice, flings that over. I actually thought I was gonna hit Coach. They are playing pretty hard, pretty aggressive for Chip right now. Tank's playing it smart, keeping back, kind of just trying to keep sight. Maybe try and bait one close so you can whack the hatchback up. I think if I was him, I would keep that one car, not the God car, but the other car on the street, just to prevent them from pushing forward. So he's gonna be going in an insane double boom like that. With a hittable that lands onto Adam onto the roof. They gotta pick him up right now. Jockey is gonna delay that as well. Jockey needs to stop that. He's just delaying it. He's trolling that pickup. They can't kill that Jockey either. He's still full HP. Tank's gonna be going in. They're completely separated as well. Ellis is miles away. He's not getting any chip. He's just protecting that down. You know, that's really smart because now he's gonna be able to wait for his third SI. And he gets a charge. He's going to start working his way in now. He has a hittable right there. Tank is completely nice. Rock landing onto Presto. He's going to try get a nice long arm onto Nick right there. SI going to be flinging away. A nice ball goes out. Jockey has clutch M2'd, but nice hittable lands onto Rochelle on top. That's an insane hittable. And they're just gangbanging him in the corner.
It's crazy. Just still getting punched down by the charger.
I mean, oh my god, Adam ate that hittable on the roof.
You can't let a boomer spawn though.
Yeah, you need to be covering that boomer spawn the entire time. You really can't give it away for 1 second because a really good team like EVO is gonna instantly punish you for that shit.
I was questioning why they had the boom, but they just gave him a free spawn pretty much. It was just an arc over the roof, free double boom.
Yeah, that's. Oh my god, we're looking at 4K to 1300, Peter.
Yeah, it doesn't look good anymore, but you never know. Like, some of those tank spawns are pretty rough. The one in the elevator is a potential wipe for RISEUP on their home server. First tank, potentially.
And this finale, I don't like teams rarely wipe, especially on the low ping. It's too open and there's only one tank. It's actually a really short finale, but it's worth a shit ton of bonus. How much is it worth? 1200, so with 600 distance.
We played on this. Actually, I'll tell you after they hit.
Boomer goes in, it's nice M2. Chargers actually get cleared before the slam, which is pretty crucial right there. Not too much damage coming from that first hit. Really good job to clear that charger before he gets the slam to start. And they're gonna, yeah, okay, they're gonna trigger that car alarm and start the event right now. They're probably looking at maybe 3 or so hits before the tank spawns. And then maybe about 2 to 3 more after the tank as well.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We played last night and it was literally maybe 1 or 2 hits in the tank spawn. So, and it was on this server, I think. Is this is the Asian server, the Bam Bam?
Yeah, this is Bam Bam or whatever, Bomb Bomb Bam Bam. Hunter's actually going for DPs. One gets nicely skied, second one gets nicely skied. Good pop by Fancy. Say getting a double ski with the Uzi right there. And I mean, I don't want to hear RISEUP's room like Discord or Mumble right now. They're probably on hard tilt. Adam's probably beating himself up for eating that hittable and giving the boomer a spawn, I think.
Yeah, that's a big mistake. The boomer spawn especially, like the car, he kind of was on the lower side of the roof, so he probably didn't see it, but it's still a pretty big mistake.
Yeah, he's probably beat himself up there. We do have a quad here. Jockey, Hunter, Smoker, and Charge. Tank is up, nice. Another Uzi ski by Say onto the Hunter. It was a straight pounce, but still. And
tank spawned right beside him, so
that's actually a good tank spawn, I think, overall. But they are going to start pushing it. They need to be careful. They have the hittable right there, and that hittable is really fluky. You notice how it worked. They're going to be going for as much chip as possible. He's taking about 1k here. He's going to start whacking his hittable, and he's really struggling though. He's down to almost 4k HP. He has finally got the hittable over right now. He's going to start whacking it in. Gets a nice hittable onto Nick. He's going to go straight for the kill. Actually whiffs the hittable. Boomer does go out onto Fantasy, but they've only got 2 SI. Jockey's going to try to sneak up behind him, but he's going to start going for the kill. He's down to just under 4k HP. He has enough HP to go for this kill, and that's exactly what he's going to start doing. He's going to play it smart and go for it. Jockey's going in, trying to get a nice clutch. Jockey does get a nice EM2 by Star and shut down, but what the fuck?
The car just crushed Ellis.
Just flew
It's another kill. You gotta
That's
go for the
actually going to be the wipe that they needed. Some really questionable plays by Nick right there. Nick sacking the game. That's going to be the wipe on what is generally a really easy finale. Oh my god. And you know what? RISEUP are still in it.
They have a chance to come back. Now that Nick just, I don't know what he was doing. He got stuck on that pickup truck and he was just holding W into the S, whatever. He was just facing it and hit a car.
Oh my god. That was also an incredibly lucky hittable as well. He whacked up into the air and it just landed on top of someone. That was some pretty fluky shit. But you know what? We'll give it to him. That was well played by Presto right there. We do have the Jockey, Charger, Smoker, and Boomer as first hit here. Boomer's gonna be off his way and gets nicely popped. Charger gets a punch charge, misses the charge, but still gets the punch. A little bit of spread damage overall, not too much going out there. Trigger that car alarm, get the event started, but I can't believe like this game is in literally the first half of this match, and we're already seeing really ridiculous, crazy shit like that. Like this is reminding me of fucking Death Toll. Like Death Toll is all over the place when you play that map in a match. Jesus. Until lands. Quite a long time. Spit goes up on top. Boomer lands for a nice double boom. Pretty decent damage from that hit considering it was a shitty 2-2, but
Sort of been a game just with like individual mistakes that just cost the team like the entire round.
yeah,
Multiple times.
like I think map 1, like it was well played by everyone. Map 2, Impulse fucked up. I think map 3
they got DC because they were a bit. I think they just thought they didn't have it. Like they just sort of pushed out of the elevator.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice double charge lands, and Presto takes quite a lot of full damage from him. He goes flying. Pool goes down to Rochelle, not getting cleared. Finally does get cleared, but landing for a decent amount of damage. Tank is going to be up any second now. I'm trying to think what else happened. Oh yeah, and Fantasy ate the Jockey on map 3 for EVO, which kind of fucked them over. And then map 4, Adam gave up the Boomer spawn and then got incapped by the tank. And then, yeah, this map so far, I think it was Tim R.
Tim IA.
Tim IA. Tim R died. Because, yeah, I think he played a bit too aggressive there. He has an Uzi, he does not need to be that close going for chip, I'm just being honest.
Actually, he also died on the charge. It was a really good charge. It wasn't his fault, but he did die on that charge by lawnmower and map. It's a map 2.
Oh yeah, he did. Then yeah, for yeah.
At least the tank spawns in the same spot for both teams, like, so it's fair.
Yeah, EVO have really got to get a wipe here. Like, there's no question about it. I could see them get a wipe. They should be sacking for a Boomer right now, in my opinion.
No.
Oh no, not again. Tank's gonna be in. He's gonna get the pickup, but oh my god, he's getting some nice long arms. Nick actually corners himself right there. Tank is still really healthy. Gets the in cap onto him. All 3 SI are up. They're probably gonna start working their way in right now. So it gets picked off. Tank with a couple of punches. SI have got to like start helping him right now. He's up to 2k. He's still got 2 hunters up though. He's gonna get that final win cap. He's still good HP right now, and the hunters are gonna try and work their way in. One hunter does get skied by Lawmo, nicely juked by him. Tank is gonna be just go for this, but this is just a fucking repeat of what just happened last. Jesus, gets a nice double punch right there. Coaching out Black or White. Fantasy is still alive with the tank. He does finally die. Spawn's gonna be coming up here, and they have a Charger and a Boomer. Boomer needs to go in and just stop them from getting that final pickup right now. Does go in, gets a nice single boom. I thought it was gonna be a triple, very close to it. And boat is up, and I don't see them making it right now, to be honest. The spawns are too staggered. Charger actually whiffs That is not a charger you should be whiffing, bro. Not at all. Not that close. Smoker is up. He should definitely be going for a pull on Rochelle. She's completely separated. Get her in capped. Fantasy. He does delay the pickup, but I think it would have been smart going for the in cap pawn to Rochelle. We do have the jockey up as well. He's going to be going in, blocking that pickup. Does land for a delay again, but this is just delays right now. They're not actually getting the...
Well, the boat's actually not here though. It will be here in like one more hit, but it's just staggered spawns and they're just eating everything pretty much at the minute.
Yeah. Now we have Fantasies up with his hit. They do finally get him up, staggering the pills. They do have bonus onto Lawnmower right now. Boomer gets nicely popped.
It's a nice pump.
This game is a fucking shit show, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
although Impulse at the car though, he actually killed all of the support. He took the smoker tank, killed it, and to the jockey killed it, so he actually kept him alive during the time, even though he had to hit him.
He did. And you know what? He also got picked up, which was good, and took his pills as well, so he didn't get insane caps. That was pretty well done by Impulse right there. And we do have a pretty good hit here. Jockey, Smoker, Charger, Spitter. Looks like I could be saying the hit in. Charger lands really nicely there. Jockey gets nicely killed out of the air. That was almost a tri-cap. Smoker lands at the back briefly onto Adam right now, but they are doing a good job preserving the health bonus on Ellis. They're actually going to make safe for him and make... Let's see what their bonus.
280.
280. So you know what? They're going to be coming out with just about 2,200 point score or so. You know what? Not too shabby. Not too shabby. 2,200 to about 4,300. I mean, if EVO made safe for him with a big chunk of bonus, which I thought they would, I honestly thought EVO were going to go with this match. But you know what? Now it's like anyone's game. I think it really depends.
It's pretty close. What is it? 2,100 points?
Yeah, around about 2,100 points. And, I mean, this is anyone's game. Like, 2,100 points to make... They need to make over 2,100 points in difference on this match, on this game right here. Which is totally doable.
Yeah. There's a couple of dodgy tank spawns for both teams. The elevator tank spawn's pretty rough.
Yeah, definitely, but dude, that game was funny. Like, that's a this is probably the highlight match for me so far this entire tournament. Just like fucking really retarded shit happening.
It's just been a game of mistakes and some really good plays as well mixed in.
Yeah.
Individual.
It's reminding me of I don't think you guys were around, but RBT4, like, I think it was Team Lost in the Source versus the same people disabled who were Team Evo under a different name. It literally the same shit. It was like one guy sacking and then a guy like juking a smoker on the pole with a tank trying to hitable him for like 30 seconds. It was just back and forth, like trading retarded mistakes for like insane plays. It was pretty, I don't know. This is a great fucking matchup. I'm loving this, to be honest.
It's actually been one of the more fun matches to watch. Just crazy stuff happening.
Definitely. I was really reluctant to cast because I was kind of tired. I just woke up from a small nap, but you know what? I'm glad I did cast it. It was a fucking great match to cast. Looks like we are in Chicago.
The thing is, this EVO seemed to play really strange on high ping though. I've seen them do crazy, like in the match we played last night, they were like separating with 200 ping each, just all over the map during tanks and stuff.
They're way too aggressive, and you have like people like, you have players like Star and Fantasy who are really aggressive, and then you have players like Say who are like really, you know, like preserved. And it kind of it does reflect quite a lot. You have this really weird back and forth kind of like, you know, this half of the team wants to push, this half of the team wants to sit back, and it creates a shit ton of separation. I think they need to work on that. They need to play much more conservatively on the red ping because, I mean, you know, it's just so much harder to clutch on that ping. You need to fucking... And these guys will not give them like any opportunities for sure. These guys on low ping are actually pretty scary, so
I think if they avoid hittables and stuff, like they seem to have a habit of just eating hittables. So
hittables. I think
Map
both teams
one.
so far are fucking eating their
Yeah.
fair share. It's a bit funny. On hard raid too, this is a map that people have been playing for years and years and years. It's not like a custom map that not too many players know. This is like everybody knows this map. It's kind of weird that players are still eating. I mean, some of these hittables have been pretty fucking insane though. Like the one that landed onto Adam was pretty nutty, and then
Yeah.
the tank punched the hittable up into the air and it crushed Coach. Like what the fuck? Like, what is going on? That was such a lucky hittable too. It like ricocheted off the white truck and like went into the air and like fucking Goomba stomped him on on the roof. Jesus. Fucking what a great matchup. Actually, before I forget, I go to cast mode. We are in server right now. Server Police Chicago 2. We're looking at about even pings across both teams here. We're looking at 200 to 230 on EVO so far, so pretty even pings across both teams. Presto is a little bit high ping right now, but that's because his internet is total dog shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. He lives in East Coast, doesn't he? So he should have.
He lives
He
in
should
New
have
York.
good ping.
He should have about 40 ms, but his ping's up and down because his internet's terrible. Like, he's just fluctuating between 70 and 90 right now, which is pretty shitty. Impulse, in theory, should be their highest ping player because he is from a West Coast. So he's looking at about the 75 ms range, something like that. But overall, pretty even pings like all the way through here, especially if Presto's ping decides to stop being a bit retarded. He is on college internet, so yeah, that's a bit shitty. And before I forget, let me get Ling in here.
I'll be back in a minute.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink as well. Be right back. Hello.
Have they said thank you? It's 68 and they're all ready up, or did they override it?
Oh, they
I just
haven't.
came back and saw that. I wasn't sure if they said it.
Was sent like 34.
Yeah, it was 34, yeah.
Where the f was a witch though? I don't remember where the witch was.
It's
It was
really
pretty.
late, like 89 or something like that. It was right beside the safe room because I remember like in the last run-in they killed me.
Slots is not working, and it shouldn't be a big deal though. Either way, I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. As long as the tank should be exactly the same, but like the witch can be around about the same area. It's not a big deal.
Definitely was 89.
Definitely, someone in Twitch chat could help us out, maybe. We have the first hit coming out here. We have this time a Spitter Hunter Boomer, so a worst hit here. Hunter's gonna be going in into Spit. Nice double cat landing. Nice tri boom as well. That's actually quite a lot of damage for a really bad 2-2, and pretty well taken. Pretty well taken by EVO right there. Like,
they didn't really seem to have a plan there on Survivor. They were just all over the place.
yeah, there's a not too great positioning there. I think that's one of the first times I've seen them be really out of position. We do have a tank in the hands of Fantasy. He has 230 ping. He has the highest ping of his team, so his arms are going to be absolutely huge. And he is going to be bringing his extra hittables right now. He's going to be helicoptering this one in. Ooh, that's not a good hit. And that's also not a good hit. It's actually, like, clipped on.
Yeah.
There we go. It's falling down, but he's using a lot of rage there. He actually, I don't know what he was doing with the cars.
He has to, that's behind him. He has to commit next hit, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good hit right there. Landing actually, ooh, it was almost perfect. Still pretty good though. He can helicopter maybe towards the right side. He does also have the alarm car he can work his way into. He is down to second pass.
Nick just fell through and gave him the boomer spawn, I guess.
Oh my god. Impulse, no. The car's in, really good spot as well on the roof. That's a double boom, lots of horde coming in. Hunter goes in, that's a lot of separation too. Rock's gonna go in, does whiff. Tank's kind of struggling right, doesn't know who to go for. His support's down right now. Boom is landing, but the tank has nothing to work with. He's down to 3k. He's still losing a lot of HP right there. The tank just kind of sacked it, like. He had a cap on it, presto at the top, but he just didn't know what to do. Like, he whiffed. Hittable going in, almost landing a triple. Tank is just gonna recommit, gets a nice long arm onto Rochelle right there. Smoker whiffs. Car going in was.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, like these hittables today, Jesus.
But Impulse, he drops through, and then the boomer gives the boomer spawn, and then he ends up skeeting a hunter in 4 shots with an SMG and clears the guy up top.
Like he messes up and then he like makes up for it. I don't know, maybe it's luck or he's just I don't know what's going on. All right, this shit's all over the place. The tank also like completely sacked that. Like he had a double cap, he had a cap up top, but he just like started, instead of like turning around to take the cap guy, he just fucking like stared at the guys below. I don't. It's a frustrating game to watch, to be honest. It's funny, but yeah, it's just misplays all around. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Their jockey came in solo as well when they could have just waited. The tank had enough health for a full recommit, and he just sacked it. So
definitely, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's gonna be going in. Nice multi-beam lands. Charger lands, actually doesn't land. Jockey lands briefly onto Nick with a pull in front as well for a little bit more damage, but not overall. Pretty fast clears, and
this is the perfect start if they kill the witch.
Yeah, they're up to 636, which is pretty much basically matches what Team EVO got on their home server there. I think Fantasy had everything for him going there, but everything going for him even, but just wasted a really good boom. Hunter's going in, getting nicely skeeted by the low ping rise up. Pretty scary as I said, the low ping. Good pop as well, and that's going to be safe for him.
Considering the double boom during the tank, it's actually a really good round. So it's a 636 bonus.
It's just so frustrating. Like, I can't get out of my head. Instead of like he drops and lets the guy get a double boom, and then the guy's hunted up top, and instead of taking the corner on him, he just stares like at the survivors below. He doesn't move. He just stares. Like, the fuck is going on? Jeez.
I think he tried the body block the hunt, and then
he did. He tried to throw a rock to cover it, but then he kind of stood there.
The guy just somehow got free.
Yeah, he kind of threw a rock too far away, and then he just didn't. He took too long to turn around and punch him. By the time he tried to punch him, he was way too far away because Presto had already gone up and started running. I don't know. Hunter's going in. Good take so far. Someone blew up propane for a little bit of chip damage. That's actually the only damage that they took is the propane tank.
The Boomer had a good spawn on the ladder, but he fell down, so...
Yeah, they gotta help Coach with the Horde right now. He's got a single boom on him. Now getting that tank up in the hands of Impulse.
It's the redemption tank.
The redemption tank for the shit fucking...
Trying to get his team wiped.
Yeah. Like back and forth.
It's like
Just
someone
been
messaged
exchanged.
him to go and he just jumped into the fucking... Whatever that thing is. Is it a restaurant or is it a kitchen or what is that?
I guess it's like
Restaurant?
a diner kind of
Yeah,
deal,
yeah.
right? I don't know. Jesus.
Think-
Tank's taking a little bit of chip here, not too much though.
Impulse is pretty confident in his own tank, so we'll see.
He is. Doing a good job trying to avoid as much chip. These guys are so aggressive. Look how far they're pushing forward. Spawn's almost up and these guys are like in your face. Boomer could try get a very nice transitional boom as they're making their way back to the rooftop. Nobody's covering that bomb spawn. You can get a single boom onto Ellis right now. Boomer's really struggling for that spawn. Hunter's going in, does land to
That's a
Coach,
rock.
gets quickly scared. That's just a rage rock though. It's
Rage
not
rock.
too bad, but that means that they're going to be able to sack for another hit here before he has to go back in. Another rock coming in, does get nicely skied out the air by Team R. Hunter's just trying to make sound. Maybe try to distract for the boomer. This is not what you want to do. What are you doing? Oh my god, what a great M2. Only a one boom going out there. Jeez. Oh, that looks so scary. Star's kind of common lock to the bottom there, but it's only a one boom. That was a clutch M2 right there. I think Star misplayed by running towards its M2 again, but Rock going in, does whiff, Charger going in, getting a nice amount of punches, 2 punches onto Ellis. They're just gonna LOS him hard. They know the boomer's down, so... Oh, what the fuck is going on?
Still got side right now, someone's not hiding, so they're gonna have another hit.
Alright,
Nice,
there we
losing
go.
range.
Now they're LOSing. Oh, he's got Sai again. He's like popping in and
20%
out.
he lost and they're out, so...
They're probably gonna say, oh, they actually have another boomer right now. They have gone into the roof here to prevent it from spawning. Jockey's gonna be going in. Gets
They
a nice
give him that
shot down,
spawn.
I'd say.
This spawn's still open for
Boomer.
the boom, but...
Did the
Maybe
boomer
he
crash?
was-
Oh no, okay, he's moving. He was just standing still for No, don't, not again. Not again, please. Don't. Cover the roof, cover the roof!
No,
Okay, that
fuck.
was a sick, almost hittable onto Coach. These hittables this
Thanks,
game,
Ian.
man. He's committing onto Star right now. Star's giving him the fucking footwork right now. He does finally get cornered, but he's down to 1k. The Hunter's gonna fly in. Hunter from behind as well. He does land. Does actually land before... Okay, he actually gets cleared, thank god. Rochelle's going in. Actually jukes out a punch, and that is really well taken by Evo.
I'm not sure what the communication was there though. He started committing as the boomer was just lining something up, so... And the other 2 spawns weren't up. I don't know. That's a bit strange.
That's miscommunication. And you know what? That pop by Star on the boomer was fucking huge.
I don't really like that. I don't really like that boom attempt though. To be honest, I know it's a good potential for a double or a triple, but they had the roof spawn like wide open for him.
Yeah, they could just like go for an arc boom or something. It's not too hard to land. We do have the next hit, Charger, Jockey, Smoker, Spitz. This is an absolutely huge hit, pretty much perfect for this hit, and Star's just fucking holding W, like, look at him. He gets an M2 on the Jockey, Jesus, and he's down. What the fuck? He picks the spit! Smoker lands on him, but he picks the spit.
It's
M2.
non-bonus as well. It's
What the fuck? Bro, he just runs up and like they don't go for him, even though he's non-bonus, but they can still create
Yeah.
separation, and then he picks the fucking spitter.
well, they let him get up so he could block pretty much everything. I don't know. It's a bit strange.
Oh no! Now they don't have a spitter for this charger either. They have a double hunt charge boom. Boomer gets nicely juked. Hunter goes in. Charger gets melted. Hunter gets cleared quickly. Next Hunter gets cleared quickly. That's safe for him right there. What the fuck?
It's a pretty big misplay though. That could cost him the game. Just stuff like that. The tank commit wasn't right, and I don't know. That hit the chokes like perfect for a pull charge. Just a simple pull charge spit. That's it.
Honestly, yeah, this is, I mean, this is 500 bonus right now. They're gonna have a quick hit here, but they're gonna go close that door to stop him from getting that behind. Actually, they're just gonna block. Charger's trying to be up his way and just fail. Charger actually lands in with a spit on top onto Coach. That is on bonus right there. It's actually a good amount of damage going out onto him right there. That's gonna drop their bonus by a significant amount, but that's still like a big fucking chunk. That's a lot better than what RISEUP did on their server. That's 200 points more. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on?
This is a pretty crazy game.
This is a ridiculous game. This is just misplay after misplay after misplay by both teams. Like, what the fuck? And you'd think people would be doing this on custom maps, but on a map like Hard Rain, like these things shouldn't be happening. I don't know.
I think RISEUP are just overthinking things. Like obviously we don't hear their war room, but they just seem to be doing like strange plays. They're playing rock tank, and then all of a sudden the tank's down, and two spawns are down. They have a boom, and then the tank's in alone.
They should just be playing the map how they would normally play. I think like these guys are actually pretty good on Hard Rain when they just play it normally. I mean, this is would you say Rubes' map or some shit, right?
Yeah, it is actually his one map. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's his map, and he's making some questionable plays. To be honest with you, I don't know. Tank Witch, okay, thank god that fucking EVO, of all people, EVO are the ones to remember.
Yeah.
60 and like...
I don't know what the witch was.
17-8 or something? It was like at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know, Hard Rain has weird I guess... I don't know. Hard Rain has really weird distances. Your Twitch chat, help us out. How many viewers do we have, Sol, by the way? I have curiosity. 0. Nice, thank you. Thank you for your great input. Yeah, thank you. Best camera on the fucking planet. Jesus. Next time you have a fucking sandwich, I'm gonna fucking pop a fat log in there for you. Yeah, that looks about right, okay. It's good enough. See what we have for the first hit. Jockey, Spitter, Hunter. So not too bad here. Looking for wall kicks. Hunter's already pre-spawned, and Hunter's gonna go in with a nice spit on top as well. And they should start chaining him. He actually gets jockeyed outside. That's actually a lot of damage onto Presto and Adam right there. Adam had to run through spit to go through his teammate. But Impulse is a really clutch Uzi ski. Looks like they are running the 2-2 setup right now, which is, I think, pretty good for pro mod. The Susie's actually decent in pro mod. I think people just got used to the zone mods. Uzi's too much. It'd do quite a lot of damage. Boomer goes in, does whiff his rocket spawn. It looked like for a multi-boom potential right there. Charger's going in, does whiff, however. Spit going down to nothing. He's going to try pulling back to Spit, but he just nicely jukes it right there. And that's nothing coming from that hit. Very well taken by the survivors right there. And you know what? They sacked Boom first.
That was a proper shutdown though.
Yeah, that was really well done. SI a little bit out of sync though. They're kind of going one by one right there, but not too bad. We do have a Jockey, Hunter, and a Boomer. I'd save that Boomer for the tank spawn so they don't push forward. Or just so the tank can commit straight away. They have a Hunter pre-spawned below in the corner, probably looking for a wall kick. He hasn't been spoiled by Rochelle yet. He actually hasn't been spoiled at all. Hunter's going to go in, does land onto Rochelle briefly. Hunter's going in. Boomer actually whiffs his rocket. He should go respawn that. Go respawn.
I think they can push this if they want to right now, but...
They can. Boomer's going to have a respawn in a second. They know he's up as well. They're actually just going to go for the push. The Boomer needs to set up really fast right now. Tank's actually got the cutoff. He's got long arms. You need to go hit the other guy's tank. Don't let them juke you out.
Commons behind.
Really long arms. He's going for those jump punches right now. Again, and same long arms. Does secure that punch. Okay, I thought he had a call onto Coach, but he actually whiffs the punch right there. SI go in. Nice 2-cap landing. They're pretty hoarded right now. Rochelle, Impulse doesn't even realize the tank's right next to him. He's fucking pistoling the smoke. The tank is dead, but what the fuck?
What just happened?
Impulse just sat there crouched while the tank was behind him. Jump rocket just pissed and smoke.
Fantasy was map 1, yeah.
Yeah, Fantasy was map 1. That was map 2. Really, pretty good tank overall, actually. He utilized that ping, he really abused it, got some really good long arms. And, it's a really good hit. Impulse has a big chunk of, bonus right there. Press has a little bit as well. I don't know. Please don't repeat. No, like, okay. Impulse shoots, it lands on
Impulse
his head.
actually picked up a shotgun for this part.
Yeah. No, you know he wants to do it, bro.
Full
Oh no,
bonus.
coach is going for it. Okay, nice jaw count by Adam. Pretty ballsy right there. Good shutdown overall as well. That's a nice ledge onto Rochelle. That's going to slow them down a little bit, but coach is going to go straight for the fucking whip out. And you know what? That's pretty smart impulse to go for that jaw count because he is perm health. So if you whiffed it, that'd be pretty much all their bonus gone. So.
Still have quite a good bonus, 452 right now.
Yeah, we're looking at a pretty solid score so far, but they do have that quad potential for the field. They're going to be sending the hit. Nice pre-spit going out with a smoker pool, but the spit spread was a little bit unlucky there. Kind of just spread towards the back instead of spreading in the front where they were. And you know what? They have pretty strong bonus right. They just have 2 sets of pills, so they're not going to be so. They have Bile to deal with the common, and they should be sacking for a quad for this field hit if I was Team EVO.
Definitely, yeah. 3 out of 4, let's see.
Jockey just went. What?
They're gonna get to. No, they're gonna spin.
They're gonna get
I
a
don't
2.
know.
They're gonna get a 2-2. They sent the fucking. Okay, Spinner died, but they sent the jockey and Fantasy just sacked it for no reason. Just going for scratches for some. Jesus. They do have the double hunter though, so definitely for some good stumble potential. Pretty hard to land DPs on this ping, so I don't think they're going to be going for DPs, which is definitely smart. It might just go scratch, honestly, no.
They should just start sprinting down the field though. That.
They are. They have 3 spawns up. They actually spawned up. They are actually just starting to sprint. That hunter needs to fucking. They need to start going with those hunters. Like, they don't have time to wait for Fantasy. They need to go before they. It looks like they're gonna start working their way, and they're coming from different directions. This is really fucking smart. Hunters are going in. One hunter lands. A second one lands. A double charge to the back. Hunter lands onto Rochelle to slow them down. That's a shit ton of damage. That's actually onto a little bit of bonus as well. Adam had like 20 perm health on him. That's a lot of damage coming out.
And the smoker was about 1 second away from the pool to stop the clear as well. So.
Jesus, yeah, that's a huge amount of damage. They did, however, preserve Impulse, which is what's important right now. Impulse going in there, looking at about almost 300 bonus, all from Impulse right there. So they did a good job of protecting him in the middle, but you know what? If you're Team Evo, you're pretty happy so far. I mean, if they can make safe for him, I might even call this a GG. I mean, I don't want to premature because some pretty retarded shit has happened this game, but so I really don't know who can win.
Well, there's still the elevator spawn and the early map 4 tank, so.
Oh yeah, true. Actually, that the elevator tank's pretty scary. It could be anyone, but the elevator tank is scary when the opposite team is hyping actually, because there's long arms. You get cornered very easily if you don't watch your position. That match cast. I'll out immediately. Just give me Twitch channel. What? I think it's some Asian. He's blackmailing us. He's saying you only leave if he gets our Twitch channel. He's gone. Nice. I think as long as, I mean, there's no hittables on this tag, so we shouldn't be seeing anything too retarded, but
Could be a smoke back or a charge forward or something during the tank.
oh, you know what,
Or
a charge forward would be fucking great. That would be hilarious to watch.
The thing is, this team's pretty crazy though. I can see them just pushing. Like if there's any spawns down, they'll just start sprinting at the tank.
You know what?
So-
It's actually kind of scary. Like sometimes it's hard to fucking punish these guys for doing that shit. They're holding W so hard, you don't even have time to set up. It's like their positioning is so off. You just panic. You don't know what to fucking do.
Well, since we've been watching though, all you would have to do is set up behind them if his stars just ran off a bunch of times alone to try and block spawns and stuff. So
Yeah, set behind them, get the pull back, get the
Full
jockey
charge,
cover, and
yeah.
and Stars having to fucking backtrack through about
Yeah.
20% of the map to go clear his team.
like this map last night, he ran forward, got up the ladder onto the canister, chasing the tank alone, and he was on high ping.
I watched that.
Yeah.
I watched it. I think
Like,
Soul
what the
streamed
fuck is
it.
he doing? And
Yeah.
but we didn't really have the best spawns to punish him. But still, like I think I don't actually remember if we wiped him, but they took a shitload of damage at least.
Yeah, you guys did wipe them, but they're all slow and
Yeah.
bleeding. They didn't have any pills. And I think Star needs to chill. I think he's an insane fragger and he's pretty nuts, but he needs to like relax a little bit, you know, and just. I think if he played a bit more conserved, he'd be such a fucking good player. But I think he needs to play smarter than how he does, and he makes that him just separating and it just forces his team to fucking come out into shit positions to chase him around so he doesn't get capped, and it just like I don't know.
It's okay. Like in zone mode, it's probably not as bad as pro mode because there's DB and stuff. In this, if you lose your health, like you're fucked. That's it. You completely ruined the round for your team.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Like you got to really play close together and protect the health bonus. And if he's running off as bleeding and not protecting his permath teammates, they get fucked. And there's one less person who can shut things down and clear. We do have a double hunter spit jockey for the first hit. 4 team rise up. Now gonna be going for DPs. Is that in the air? Oh, lawnmower. Looks like DP is going to be going in. First person does whiff. Jockey lands. 1 DP does land onto Fantasy. A really nice 2-cap landing there. Almost a 3-cap actually. Pretty good damage right there. Dropping Fantasy all the way down to into the 50s. Yeah, very, very nice hit as well. With the spit on top. They're going to push their way through the map, however. If they're fast enough, they're going to get past this choke right now. Their spawns are really staggered. Nick is on top trying to block spawns. And the guy pull behind, does get nicely insta-cleared. Charger gets absolutely railed. I don't agree with the Charger coming from the back on the ground like that. That was not smart. It's not a smart idea.
No, I don't like that either. He had time to get on the canister and charge him back if he wanted.
Yeah, like the pull happens, he just rockets off the top of the silo and just gets a really nice.
I think
really
it's now
nice
they're
charge
forcing
back.
them. They're skipping this hit and they're forcing them to either save for the tank or. Like, I think they will save this probably.
They don't have a boomer and they have a spit, and it's Adam's. It's not even Adam's tank actually. So if they push forward, they're instantly gonna be a spawn down. They don't have a boomer to punish either. Han does land really for a lot of damage. Why was he not on the railing? That's my question.
Still on the railing, he's still taking damage.
Oh my
He
god.
just took about 60 damage from that.
Yeah, and survivors actually realize there's a lot of common in front. The tank spawn's really close, and they're actually gonna decide not to
This is
push
where
forward.
you decide to play long though. 2 have popped pills and you can just start to bleed their pills pretty much if you want.
Definitely. I think it all rests on this boomer right here. I think if he lands this boom, a nice boom. It looks like he's B-hop again. Really nice B-hop, but he does get popped on himself, nullifying the multi-boom. So, yeah, they're going to try and clear that common real quick. It's kind of getting stuck in front, though, so he might just commit late with that. DP does miss, however. I've actually noticed with this team, these guys love to go for DPs. Like,
Yeah.
I think like half their hunters are just DP hunters. Which is cool, I mean...
Well, he's extremely good at it. Like, he lands probably like 60 or 70% of them, so...
Yeah, I think he loves hard rain because there's really high skyboxes, so you can come from really high up and nobody will hear him. If you have a smoker, they need to be careful right now. They have a lot of potential for early pull, and he's actually not going to take the early pull. He is going to be working his way in. They are getting some nice footwork. Does whiff a punch, actually whiffing 2 punches. He finally gets a punch onto Nick, but that's the jockey's actually stuck.
What is going
And that's gonna be that's almost a tri-cap right there. Really clutch clear by Rochelle. I mean by Ellis, sorry, onto that Charger. And they're actually alive. Tank down to 1500 HP. This is really close to a wipe, but the tank is really low HP, and they're just going to force a pickup. And he's actually going to go with a jump roll. Nice jump roll onto Rochelle, but he takes a lot of chip for it. All the way down to almost 1k. They're just going to pick up the guy furthest away. Boomer goes in for a boom on the in-cap guy, just for a little bit of delay, just to create a bit of a panic scenario with the extra common. Hunter's up top looking for a DP, and indeed that's exactly what he's going to be going for. He's getting chipped a little bit. Tank going for some random fight. He actually lands the DP onto Fantasy. And then the rock on top, so that's 2 in-caps right now. Say is almost dead, and he's got one with a set of pills. And Nick is just rushing forward. He's going for distance. You know what, Nick? What are you doing? What are you doing, Nick? What are you doing? Oh my god. What the fuck is Star doing?
Coach is about to die, and he's dead. I don't know. This guy's a bit of a strange player. Like, he can kill and he can frag, but he just has no brain, it seems like.
Yeah, he's not a smart player. He do get pills off Say, and he's gonna give it to well, he's actually just gonna take it himself. Okay. Charge does get the kill. I think honestly, like, Rochelle just runs forwards with distance. He's gonna get stacked on ball the SI. Charger lands onto him. Charges him forward at least for a little bit extra distance.
The thing is, like, it's not even like a brain thing. Like, they made the distance to where Nick died just by spawning the tank, and he's slow anyway. It takes 20 seconds to get there, and it's just like stupid.
It's stupid. They could have got everyone up if he helped clear the end there and killed the tank, and it would have made extra distance as a team. But
yeah, they could have hobbled up at least to the staircase or something, maybe.
Yeah. Still though, I mean, these are very close scores. I think EVO had about 1600 and the other guys had about like
1,050 or something.
Yeah, like 1k or something. So we're looking at, yes, give or take, I'd say about 800, maybe a little bit under 800, a bit more than 800 difference. We need about 2100 difference or more for Team RISEUP to take the lead here. So they got to do some work on this map, and this is a scary tank when he has long arms. Like,
if they have to save their spawns though for the tank spawn, like, they can't just hit in the elevator. They got the death charge last on their home server, but they have to save it for this away server.
Sorry for the rudeness.
What is he saying anyway?
He was just joking of saying, "Sue, do your job," because I forget to remind them about the fucking tank spawns. You know, the funny part is EVO is the one who are actually on top of it, which is a bit of a weird one.
This tank was 40 anyway, wasn't it?
Tank 40, I don't remember when the witch was.
There was no witch because everyone fucking died, I'm pretty sure. I think it was like 70 something, but... Actually, no, that's right. She was actually in the room. She must have been like 43 or something.
Yeah, I think because she spawned just before the
Actually,
tank.
this spawn's bugged, isn't it, for the witch? Because the tank's 40 upstairs, but the witch was before, and she was in that room on the right.
Can we get confirmation? Anyone of the tank spawns? No, I never pay attention to tank spawns. I mean, not well, the witch spawn anyway. I know tank was 40, but.
I don't know, you need to get this witch right though, because if it's in the field or some shit, like, it's completely not what happened.
Alright, bye-bye. Peter, you're on your own. Now, you're a bit of a rude baguette, aren't you, Sol? Yeah, too bad you can't transfer that brain power into your gameplay, you fuck.
So it was a 29% witch.
Was it? Yeah.
It's just weird. It must just be that the elevator's like 28 or something, or close to it.
Someone messaged me on Steam. Not really your job to remind them on Tanker which spawns they should be writing the shit down themselves. Which is kind of a good point, to be honest. I think I shouldn't be the one keeping track of the spawns. Someone should be writing it down in like a Steam chat log somewhere,
Yeah,
you know?
that's normally what happens.
Yeah, mate, I don't know why I'm expected to do it for them. I'm here to fucking make sure everything goes well. I'm not here to do everything for them, but... Okay. I think we're good. What the fuck is that all about? What? Wait, we got popped? Wow, really fast pop by the rest of Jesus, I didn't even fucking hear it.
It's pretty much the standard spawn, like everyone's seen that spawn a million times.
True. I just didn't even hear it, that was weird. I was like next to it and I didn't even hear him die. Maybe I have lost or something. Do you have a charger spawned up, smoke a jockey? They're actually just trying to slow them down right now.
I don't agree with this, it's a quad cap now.
Yeah, they should just be holding W. And jockey lands in. Charger a little bit slow on the cover. He does land though, gets nicely cleared. You know what? That was almost insane, but the jockey and the charger didn't communicate very well, and a little bit out of sync there. I think if they went together, that would have been the quad, 100%.
I'm looking that once you pop that boom, you can make it to the top of the pipe.
You can make it towards the end of the pipe and go to that right side there. You know, that's a nice open area with no stupid field blocking your view. I really hate this field here. I think it's just like, I don't know, this and the Blood Harvest field. I don't know why they even exist in the game. It's just, I know it's meant to add dynamic to the map, but it's just really retarded for versus, like, just can't see shit. It's fucking terrible. And there's water slowdown as well.
Yeah, timeboard probably would have been better. But...
I don't know, maybe. I feel like, I don't know. There's either downpour or hard rain. We went to hard rain. This map everyone knows. I don't think everyone knows downpour as well as hard rain.
It's just similar, it's just a couple of like added like pathways and stuff. What else is really different? Finale has that like open area on the left.
There's a fair few differences. Like the pathing you take is pretty different. So you have a lot more SI spawns that you won't know about if you don't know the map too well, and you have also the elevator as well is completely different. Like it's just a fucking gate with like a staircase. I don't know.
I think he's just posted the time that it's 2:20 in China.
You paused. Oh, Presto.
The Presto has 200 ping or something.
Oh yeah, he's having connection issues.
And his mates just turned on Netflix as they're about to spawn a tank in the fucking elevator.
His fucking roommates just whip out a bit of fucking Sherlock Holmes Netflix. Yep. Fucking palms getting sweaty, man. I'm sweating over this match. Jeez.
But could all be over though after this tank, like if they don't play it right.
If they wipe on this tank, I don't know, dude. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna call them out the game. This match can go any fucking way, but I think RISEUP could win it if they don't misplay this tank. I think RISEUP could definitely win it. It's pretty hard. Map 4 and map 5, I definitely see them make it safer with good bonus. Like, they're pretty easy maps.
Yeah. The thing is, the tank doesn't spawn the first step. It's you gotta walk like to the room in front or towards the staircase to spawn it. So
yeah,
it looks like they're gonna hit.
Child actually just B-hops in, gets nicely railed down though before
the boom.
Could do anything. That's very smart. Saving the boom, making sure they can't push forward, and then they're gonna have to take that tank and that little below area with long arms as well, which is fucking scary. They're actually gonna try. Does land the one boom right there, which is actually gonna force him to take it up top. That tank's gonna start making his way in. Boom is actually still up. I'd probably kill that off, honestly. That's one less support. They are gonna try pushing him hard for chip. He's actually in, a little bit of horde trickling in, so maybe not the worst idea. Does get a nice corner onto him. Decides to switch target, goes for Adam this time, does secure that corner. Star's really low HP. SI are going in. Hunter's still not getting cleared. He's doing a really good of spreading the damage, but that's a dead tank any second now. You know what? I think that's a premature commit.
Definitely. The boomer died about 2 seconds before, so
Yeah,
there's his
like,
boomer now upstairs as a smoker, so
like he just, yeah, he went too early. He only had 2 support. He didn't. His kind of horde was a bit too fucking.
honestly, those when players do stuff like that though, and you see them killing everything, you always question. Like it's a bit strange when you see someone on they're completely like different on SI. Like that was a really wrong commit. Like there's no reason to.
Yeah,
It was a single
definitely.
boom as well, so.
Definitely. Charges in, gets completely railed by the shotguns before you can even fucking land.
They're attacking 2x2 as well.
Yeah.
This is kind of the map where you need to hit, though. You need to hit together.
Yeah. It's too open. It's too open.
Massive bonus as well.
Massive bonus. It's way too open. You can't rely on these staggered charge splits. Like, it's just too open. And these guys have low ping and you have high ping. You're going to really struggle to land those charges. Like, you just saw there. Charger goes into his face and just gets completely railed before he can do anything. They're probably gonna start sending this quite any second now. They're gonna start sending it in. Nice tri-cap, momentary tri-cap landing out, but not too much damage. Really fast clears overall, and they have a huge amount of bonus right now.
One more hit, see from it's a 700 bumps.
700 bonus, absolutely huge for this map actually. I think EVO had about like 470 or something going into safe room, so they got to land a huge like multi-cap here on the last hit here. They have a boomer to open up a pretty nice multi-cap. It is a charge spit as well. Boomer goes in, finds a nice arc boom as well. Looks like the spit's already pre-spawned. Charger goes in, gets absolutely railed. A little bit of damage going out onto Adam, but I mean,
they only lost about 60 for that, so.
Yeah, pretty well taken by survivors. Really good shutdowns. Really good shutdown the Charger especially.
It actually just became a really close game. Like, that's a misplay by the tank.
Definitely.
Or it's not even a miscommunication. Like, there was a single boom, unless his team just didn't tell him. There's only a handful of commons, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. And now, I mean, obviously, Evo haven't played their half, but that's another...
That's the game's tied right now, pretty much ish.
Yeah,
like,
the game is pretty much right there. Like, they gotta make... these guys have got to kill this tank. I think...
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. They've really got to kill this tank. I think them, especially Evo getting wiped on the finale on their home server, is really what did them in. I think that was that was a huge misplay. I think Team R just eating that hittable like that was terrible, and then Coach got fucking railed as well by a fucking skybox hittable.
I can see this team, depending on what they do with their spawns at the elevator, I can see them just pushing forward towards the tank though.
Definitely.
It's just the kind of, they seem like quite cocky and...
I think that's honestly the play. Like, they're quite high ping. They're gonna really struggle shutting down these SI when they're like spawning in their face like this. I think the play is just to fucking push out. Someone takes a punch forward and just fucking play off it.
Yeah.
I think map 4 though, I think finale's really going to decide this match. I think map 4 both teams aren't going to make the same mistakes and they're going to both make it with decent bonus. I think map 5 is where we're going to see like something happening. Like, I mean, in theory, RISEUP should definitely win this just because EVO didn't make big enough of a gap on their home server, but...
Well, they're on course for over 5,000, so it's going to be extremely close.
Yeah.
They should make 1,000 points next map and 1,000 on the finale.
Definitely. This map is, I have no idea where this is gonna go, but we have lost a player. Looks like, I think Presto's connection got the better of him. When are you playing your match, Peter?
Sunday at, I think it's 3 in the UK time, at least. The guy posted it, but it's, I think it's 10 China, which is 3 for us.
Yeah, it's -7 hours, so... Yeah. Okay, that's fair play. I think, yeah, we got a couple of good matches and couple of good matches on Sunday. I think we have quite a few on Saturday as well. I played my match on Saturday as well against this fucking...
Oh, it's you against Polestar?
Yeah, I think so. Another fucking home and away. Nice.
Although that's the Bam Bam server last night was quite smooth. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know if it was just a one-off, but it actually
No,
felt quite.
the server's good quality. Like, I think some players get some loss on it, but overall, it's like a pretty good server. Like, I don't see any. I don't really see people complaining about it. That's why I've said like, okay, all the Asian teams can play only on that server because I don't trust them using these fucking scuffed ones.
Well, the first week I don't think we played on that server because Seoul had like 380 ping.
Oh, you mean yeah, when you played Dice Scraper against I think it
Oh,
was
sorry,
NPC?
yeah, it wasn't the first week. It was Dice Scraper, yeah. But he had like I don't know, like around 370, 380.
That was really weird though, because you and Spongy had like you and Spongy had like 200 ms, which is normal, and then Soul was just like fucking 300. I think Soul just has the shitest internet in existence. Like,
No, his internet's amazing, but last night he
really?
had
Yeah.
200 ping, so that's what I'm wondering if it was the same server or.
It's just weird because like for instance, So Please is hosted in France, but I have lower connection than him, and he's fucking French. Like, it's a weird one.
His internet's a bit weird, like he has like crazy speed, but he'll have like really bad loss and like be lagging out really badly.
Yeah, loss and unstable connection. Shit, that's
Yeah.
yeah. I'd take a slow like download upload speed any day and have like a really stable connection over the other way around. Especially when you're like playing games and stuff, it's important you have that stable connection. Like, having fluctuating ping when you're trying to play FPS is fucking AIDS.
Surely you can limit it somehow on your computer though, no? Can you not limit like the.
Limit what? Like your.
I don't know if it's the speed. I thought you could like limit how much, like, I don't know how to explain.
You can. Well, you mean the bandwidth?
Could be. I don't know. I just heard someone saying something like that. You could, but it doesn't make sense because then the speed would be the same. So
You can limit bandwidth a little bit because I mean bandwidth is like the higher bandwidth you have, it's like basically everything uses a certain amount of your bandwidth, and having things like even something like Discord or Mumble open uses up a bit of the bandwidth, and that's gonna make your connection like a little bit worse. Like it doesn't make a big difference, but when you have like a lot of applications like that open that you're not using, like it's just it adds up and can make your connection a lot worse. That and Soul must just have fucking terrible routing, like I don't know.
I think it's just shared as well between his family and stuff. So
Oh yeah, fucking. Trying to think of a French film, but can't think of any. Betty Blue, I guess. That's a really old one. I don't think anyone even knows what Betty Blue is.
it's like a 1980s porn movie or something from France.
Yeah, something. Yeah, pretty much. It's actually a pretty like okay film. I watched it, it's alright. A bit too much nudity, I think. Like, it's just like 3.5 hours of just nudity. But Soul would fucking like that probably.
And what happens if Presto just doesn't come back?
Don't know. I don't think they have anyone to sub. They could probably get someone. I don't know if they could get someone like Apathy or.
Well,
Oh, Rooster. Okay. Should be coming back.
Bravo on the roster as well, isn't
He is. Is he online?
he? Not sure, but he has like orange ping. I was just wondering if his internet seems like extremely bad though.
It's just because he's like West Coast, I think. It's a Chicago server, so he should have like 60 to 70 ping on this server. Give or take. Give or take like fucking 3 ping or something, but he's taking this time. I mean, my router takes like 10 minutes to restart, so I can't really talk fucking Virgin Media. 2-2 connection, it's just a bit slow to fucking. I don't know why it's so slow. My old router, I used to have TalkTalk restart in like fucking 5 seconds, and
Fuck, I hate Talk. Like,
they're so shit, bro.
seriously, the worst internet provider I've ever been.
They're super cheap, but they're so shit. Their customer service takes about fucking 4 hours to fucking like to get through to someone. And then on top of that, they're like really fucking. They said we would have 16 download speed, and I had a stable 0.2. I'm like, yeah, cheers.
Well,
Like,
someone told me they're not even like an ISP. They pretty much just lease shit off BT, and like they're like GIFGAF, do like a phone service, but it's really just O2, and they're sort of representing it.
I mean, potentially, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it'd explain why their fucking net is so shit. Like, I've never spoke to one person who's actually had talk. I had to deal with it for about 5 years. 5 years at 0.2 download speed, and my internet would cut out like 2 to 3 times every half an hour. Like, it was so unbearable. I could barely play games. Every day where I could go a whole day without my internet cutting out, I'd just fucking pray, bro. I'd be like, thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
So
I
shit.
well, I haven't had it for like over a year, but we didn't have it for an entire Christmas. It's just off. And they don't, like, their support's so shit, they don't fix it. They're just like, yeah, we'll fix it after Christmas. That was it. Like, 3 weeks with no internet.
Yeah, like, I don't know. And then I went to, I've heard BT's also fucking terrible too, so.
I just got it recently. I got the BT Superfast. So far, so good. Like, it's only cut out like once or twice, but I think they're actually updating their DNS or whatever. It was like 3 in the morning.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
But I think that depends on the area you're in.
Yeah,
more
because
than anything.
in my area, I mean, I live in like, I'm not well off myself at all, but like the area itself's like a pretty like well off area. Like, it's nice. And fucking, like, everyone around here who has BT says it's absolutely terrible. I had Sky for a while. That was fucking terrible too. Like, that was better than Talk, but not by much. It was just, I know the retard, every time I'd call them up, he'd tell me to do the same shit, and it would make no difference, and I don't know. Then I went to Virgin Media, and Virgin Media is fucking good. Like, I've not had a single complaint about them at all. Like, fast speed, they're a bit expensive. I think that's the only issue with them, but it's definitely worth the money. Like, my internet cuts out like once every 3 months, so
Yeah.
it's fucking insane.
I actually did want to get Virgin Media, but there's some, like, they're only sort of expanding here at the minute, and they don't have any. They dig like up the street and stuff. Once you're, I just moved into like a new-ish house, so they haven't dug up the road and stuff to put their lines in or whatever. So they're not actually in my area, but that's like the fastest you can get here by miles. I think it's like the fastest in the UK, isn't it? Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, in London you can get like fucking, my friend who lived in London for a while, his workplace like paid for his fucking internet, and he had like 950 download or something ridiculous. Yeah, like I think London internet's just really good. Like, look at, I think Brian, like, look at his, he has green ping to New York. Like, what the fuck?
But he said his internet's slow as shit, so I don't know. Like,
I mean, it might be slow, but the guy streams in decent quality with like no issue at all, and his like internet is super stable in game, and he gets really good routing, so I don't really know what he's complaining about, to be honest. Maybe his download's really slow, but I mean, he just fucking, I guess maybe if he wants to stream like Netflix or something, you know, but
yeah.
that shit might be shit. It looks like they are getting a sub to come in here. Doing love. What the fuck are they on about?
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either. I didn't even read what they said. Please leave me some time to make love to my wife. He's copying, pasting Adam, that's bullshit. Adam, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I know, these guys are fucking weird. Fucking, he could have fucking made love to his wife in this time he's been waiting. Like, could have done a fucking quick one, you know? Quick one in the wardrobe, like, got out the way.
Wait, what is going on? Like, that guy switched teams. What the fuck is going on? Or Adam just joined into their team? I don't know what's going on.
The fuck? Oh my god, bro. I mean, yeah, these Evo guys are gonna play worse now, I guarantee. They're gonna be on tilt because they're really tired and they're pissed off that they've been paused for so long. These guys will literally tilt over fucking the smallest things, like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, we played them a couple of times in tournaments, and like one time they were arguing about a tank spawn being one step like ahead of theirs, and then they ended up just raging out of the game. So I don't know. They seem a bit strange. Like,
Definitely. I think, like, literally, I mean, Say is pretty calm, but I think the rest are a bit. The rest, particularly Star. Star and the Nano Mortis guy, I know he's not here. But,
yeah, they actually waited. The game kicked off about 20 minutes late, so I don't know. What do they want to do? Like, that's the end of the game. I got fucking map 3.
yeah. I mean, at this point, like, if they don't have any sub coming in, they are gonna have to fucking forfeit, and I don't want to do it, but I can't really do much about it. Like, it's really late for them, and this has been like a 20-minute wait now.
It has to be over 20 though, because they did make them wait 20 minutes on the first server, so.
45.
I'll be back.
Thanks to you guys, we kicked ass. Yes, we. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, this party is over. Oh, we kicked some.
Oh
ass.
no. No.
All right, this party is over.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Nox here.
Shit, we are all right. We are kicking it.
Oh, he's really high ping. Oh no. That's not good. He's high ping. He hasn't played the game for like half a fucking year. No. Alright, well, they're gonna be readying up anyway with him. They have the first hit. Boomer charges Smoker Jockey. Boomer gets a nice double boom out by Adam. They're gonna start rushing through this field here. They gotta be careful though as well. They gotta kill this common while rushing through the field, because if that common catches up to them, they're gonna get absolutely screwed over. Pretty good setup as well. They do have the Smoker and the Jockey for a nice amount of separation. Charger could just pebble out stumble. Smoker's out the back, maybe going for some sort of clutch pull. Pull at the back, they just completely left him.
Oh my
Charger.
god, I just came back.
He came back and saw
Oh
that
my.
fucking Charger.
That was almost a quad.
That was almost a quad. He charged like he charged into the barrier of the pipe. That's
So
still a
much
lot
damage.
of damage though, yeah. They were really separated there. They left one of the players at the back with the Smoker, and then they couldn't clear him because of how
I know.
far away he was.
Ellis didn't need his pills like instantly either, so.
Yeah, he should have definitely waited out. Start playing a bit smarter for once and waiting on that. Tank is up in the hands of Adam. They are using Knock as a sub, by the way. Oh, he's on 140. Yeah, he's on over 140 ping, which is not too good. They'll probably just go skip the switch. Boomer's going in. That's probably going to be the wipe. That is a try boom. Horde's coming in very slowly as well.
They probably brought Knock in for the arms potential, like.
Yeah.
Smart, but he didn't get the tank, so.
Who is Tang? Adam is Tang.
Adam, yeah.
Horde is actually pretty well taken care of, to be honest. They're just going to start kiting him around in the corner. They're probably going to start sending the hit. Tank actually blocked the tongue. They're just kiting him around in a circle. Stumbles go out, but really nice capitalization on the Hunters. But they're body blocking him pretty well. He whips the punch as well. Smoker goes out, gets nicely cleared. They're actually juking him around right now. He's down to 2k, and he's got nothing right now. He's getting absolutely railed. He's down to 800 HP. They're going to go for a picker right now. Adam might decide to just go for a clutch drop down on their face. I'm actually surprised, and he is actually going to, he's trying to bait right now. He's trying to stall them from that pickup. Pretty smart. Next hit is up. Charger is up. They should definitely start pushing that Charger. Tank is going to start making his way in. Actually, a bit of a misplay there, deciding to push them away from the Charger. I think that was a little bit of a misplay by the Tank. Tank up to 400 HP. Going for some R-Rocks, lands onto Say with the R-Rock. Boomer B-hopping, it's a nice double boom, but SI is down and they're just going to push forward. They know he's really fucking low.
I don't
Charger
know
whips
what this
again.
Charger's doing. Like,
It's Knock though, he's on 150 ping, so we'll let him off.
Another
Another nice rock onto Say right now, actually making him slow, doesn't have pills either. This tank is 180 HP and he's landing all these rocks. Another rock onto Rochelle, like, why, they're just, they need to start juking these rocks, like, I don't know, they, nice open area, they can easily juke these rocks up. Another
I think
rock
just
coming
die
in.
though, to be honest at this point, and they
Yeah.
can get like a quad setup or a decent shard split to take the bonus away.
Hunter goes in, gets nicely cleared. Smoker whiffing his punch. Smoke even. Nice high pounce goes out onto Team R, but he is not health bonus. They're going to keep pushing their way through the map, and Adam needs to really die. Like,
Yeah.
he's trying to get these clutch rocks, but he's, I don't know, he needs to kill himself off. They need spitters at this point to get the damage in. And they can't let Eva make save for him. If Eva makes save for him, like, they're going to keep that lead. They're like, RISEUP need to break that lead right now. He has finally gone AI.
Mm.
We
Fit
do have-
another 15 seconds on the spawn though, so
Yeah, they might just decide to hit quickly without him, just have a staggered hit at the end with Adam. Boomer goes in, nice double boom landing as well. They should probably push forward onto the pipes. Jockey is up top pre-spawn looking for a separation. Jockey goes in, lands onto, sadly a little bit of miscommunication there. The Jockey and the Smoker for the same target. Smoker then goes in but gets nicely cleared by Star. Hunter's below trying to go into Say, gets really nicely skied by Fantasy, a really good ski, and no spawns up. They're going to pick him up and wade their way through the map, and they're doing a really good job of protecting that health bonus. AI Tank's making his way in very slowly. Look at him go like a fucking beast, but fucking, I mean,
they need to
they're
take this
looking
bonus off.
separate. They left him. They left him. Luckily, he's not health bonus. It's not end of the world. Charger actually whiffs. Nice multi-boom comes out. Smoker lands, but Rochelle's up there to clear it. And you know what? That's actually not too bad. Jockey's above. He's going to look for some sort of separation jock. He's like jumping around right now, just trying to look for something. But
Thanks in on coaches, might be.
Tanks in, gets nicely killed by Star as well. Nox going to be looking for a jockey right now. There's actually a good amount of separation. Does land onto Star, gets nicely cleared. Spitter going in, actually getting a lot of damage onto Star, but he's not health bonus. You know what? They actually did a good job. They made it into safe for him. They got tri-boomed on the tank. They managed to kill the tank. They ate maybe a few too many rocks, but they made it into safe for him with a little bit of bonus. You know what? That's respectable, Peter.
I think there was just, I mean, they have knock now, so there's the communication, they're not as a team, but the tank just pushed him towards the hunters and then sort of changed his path and like didn't capitalize on the double hunt, so
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I mean, it's still a pretty close game. EVO is still keeping the lead right now. I think this is going to be falling into my prediction that we're not going to be seeing any kind of change until the fucking finale, to be honest with you, because this map 4 tank's pretty easy to kill as long as, you know, someone like Star doesn't push up by himself and get pulled.
yeah, pretty much.
Like,
Still-
literally.
Still doable for RISEUP.
Definitely
around-
doable.
What is it? It's about 700 behind-ish?
Yeah. Hopefully Adam learns from his mistake, or they all learn from his mistake, and don't give up that boomer spawn. They are at a slight disadvantage as well. As you said, the communication there, but also just the ping. Presto was around 30 ping, and Nox all the way up to about 140 here, so... Little bit of
unfortunate.
a little bit of a downgrade. We might be seeing Presto like come back here, but I mean, he's not online still. I think Presto just straight up died.
If I was them, I'd take an extra minute or two to ready up, like, just to see, because they need their main fourth, pretty much. Nox,
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
has almost the same thing as, like, one of their players, so...
Yeah, like Nox an insane player, but he hasn't played the game for like 6 months now, and he's also high ping. It's just a big, and also just like, you know, he's not part of that lineup, you know, so they haven't got that synchronization. So that's just already like so many downgrades. Or is that to Evo Soul?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so less than 1k. So I really do think the finale is gonna make or break this game. Like, it's such a close game right now. Looking at, you know, around 700 point difference. Nice skeets coming out right there. Little bit of spit damage coming out because of the water slowdown. He was stuck in it. Tank is up in the hands of Dima, and you know what? Hopefully he doesn't make me eat my words. I believe in the last cast, him, EVO versus NPC, I talked up his tank a shit ton. That car almost sniping Adam, not even. I thought it was Adam.
That would be the worst case scenario when your SOU beats a car after fucking half a minute.
Yeah, definitely. That was really close. A really good hit by Tima. This guy's insane with hittables. This is the perfect tank for him. They're kind of running around. They are actually going to wait. Cars flying in. Does miss. He's got all his cars at the back now. He's got nothing in front, and they should start pushing.
They should switch roofs, yeah.
You know, Bobby's really, like, separated. Lawnmower, sorry. Charger is off as well. Car is back damage, actually probably a bit better for him. Now he gets a nice clean whack as well. He's down to about 5k HP. It's just going to start whacking the car in. Almost lands onto Ellis at the back. And all his spawns are up. He should start committing now. Indeed, that's what he's going to do. He's going to start pushing them towards that truck at the back. He has all his hittables around there. He's going to whack the hittable forward. Almost clipping Nick and Coach on the side. Luckily they use the pole to juke. He's just whacking the hittables around now. Support needs to start helping. He gets a long arm. Bobby's completely... Lawn gets really lucky right there. Actually jukes a hittable. Hittable's not actually connecting. He's getting really unlucky. Does connect one. Nick needs to move. Ellis, he has so many targets to go for. Gets a long arm onto Ellis. He's going to continue going. He's going to actually get the full in cap onto Adam right there. He's still alive. 400 HP, 300 HP. He's going to sit behind there right now. He's down to about 200. I'd start repositioning that hittable. He's going to fling it in and connect onto the lawnmower at the back. What the fuck is going on? What?
That was ridiculous, that last hittable.
Oh my god, that's 3 in caps right there. That's all their bonus got, and that's another in cap.
It's actually a while.
That's it. Oh my god, what the
He actually
fuck?
died punching that last hittable.
No, no, no. If your team rise up, that's fucking devastating. That's such an easy tank as well. They should have pushed forward. He hit all his hittables at the back. He had no spawns. They should have just pushed him. I think that's what you were referring to earlier about overthinking. I think they played it a bit too safe there, and the safe play ended up being the really risky play, and it fucked them over.
They were on top of that truck, and there was one car on either side. Like it's
just
ridiculous.
fucked, yeah. And he also have the hatchback, like he can whack in, and that's exactly what he did. He connected onto lawnmower, so. Oh god. I mean, I don't see Evo getting wiped on this tank. It's a pretty easy tank.
It's a knockout though. Nox, like, known for his tanks.
Yeah, Nox is a
Extremely
sick
good.
tank player, so he's sick.
Actually,
Double
one of
hunter
probably the
does
best
land.
tank players.
Actually, a really nice tri-cap landing. Jockey into the safe room as well. Spit on top of stars. Quite a lot of damage right there, but they need this fucking wipe. If they make safe room, I don't know, dude. I really don't know. Like,
I think if they make safe room, it's over. So
yeah. Knock, I
Knock
think,
crashed, they
crashed.
claimed.
Oh no.
the thing is, like, not get a car there, but he was like crab walking, trying to clear something in front, but it's just he's rusty, so you can't really blame him. Or
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
play the
like he's
game
not.
like he's-
Yeah, his awareness is not quite there right now. Like he's still like adjusting to the game and shit.
It was
Oh
up
my
to someone else, like Adam or Impulse, to make the decision to go forward.
Definitely. I mean, this match is absolutely insane. It's just the hittables, like the whole fucking game. These hittables have been. Even on map 1 on this server, we had some pretty nutty hittables from the tank from Evo. He didn't actually connect any, but all of them were like super fucking close. Like, oh my
I
god,
think
I
that
don't
just
even know.
passed his tank then as well, so.
Let's see who's the tank.
Oh no, no.
Oh no, it's back to knock again.
What's Impulse? No.
Oh, okay, it's Impulse. I said knock becomes tanks weird. He's gonna go back and get his extra hittable. That's definitely a smart play. He spawned pretty close to survivors, so he doesn't have to track through to get to them, so he has time to get that. Pretty good hit as well. He's gonna work that way in. I'd actually leave that in the front, to be honest, just in case. I think that's a nice hittable you can just leave in the front. I'd leave it right there where he has it. That's a good spot to have it. But it looks like he's just going to bring all of them forward, which I don't quite agree with. He's going to whack that one onto the roof, and that's actually in a pretty bad spot.
He might leave one, but let's see.
Hopefully he plays smart and leaves one right here. can continue whacking them forward here. Survivor's trying to play as much chip as possible, but Impulse isn't giving them any. And they have a Charger
Second
Hunter.
pass.
They need to sack. I mean, they should have really sacked this Charger. This is not a good spawn, especially on Knock as well, who's their highest ping player. He already whacked the God Car, and they're gonna start just blasting him and going the way back. That's gonna be a hittable onto Ellis right there, and he's gonna go for the kill. And Ellis with a really poor positioning. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. That's gonna be a kill, but he's down to 2.6k, and they gotta start helping him really soon.
Oh,
really
no,
nice. Really nice
Thanks,
ski.
Phil.
Impulse fell back down again. The Charger is still at the back. Like, he's going to start working his way in. But Survivor's actually pushing forward now. The Charger has nothing to work with. He's going to try and catch Nick off guard. But Impulse has absolutely nothing. He's running away and just chucking rocks from a mile away. Survivors are super separated too. They're actually going to start grouping up a bit more. Charger has nothing to work with. Impulse is down to about 1.4k HP. Charger actually lands with a double cap at the back, but the Hunter's too far away to capitalize off it.
What is this car, stuck or something, or bugged?
Looks like the car is bugged on the pole. What the fuck? That's weird. He does have a car on the roof though. He's going to try and whack it over. He's trying to whack it through. It's not working. Misses that hit.
Yeah.
Lands onto Rochelle, but I don't think he's going to be able to get the kill. He's just too low HP right now. Gets a
Whoa,
really
that's-
nice ladder climb punch onto Coach. This is really insane. This tank is down to 1k and he's actually juking this. Boomer goes in, nice proxy. Jockey lands as well. He needs to go clear that really quick before Impulse gets in. Impulse is second. He's still alive. He's just fucking... I think one of... Oh, hittable going in. Hits the pole though. Actually, the car even. That car is just like a fucking barrier right now. Like... Impulse is just like flying in. I think that actually... Nick actually has no ammo right now, which is kind of funny. And that's actually going to be the wipe. And you know what? Star fucking wiped him.
Yeah, that was a big mistake.
Like, why did he push so close? He has a fucking... He had an Uzi, I'm pretty sure, too. Like...
The thing is, if they lose the game because of it, that's the one point you'll look at. Because if they mid safe from, that's the game over. That's still a 650 point game or so. And
Yeah, like, it's all about... You know what? If they can't take more than, like, 2 in-caps, I think. Look, they can't take more than 3 in-caps on this tank. Like, they gotta make safe room with at least one, like, really healthy survivor. Or...
Yeah.
Because this
think,
tank's
like-
really easy, but if EVO continue playing in this shitty positioning that they've had, like, for this whole game, I mean, I think RISEUP are gonna take this game. It's anyone's match.
safe room plus 300 bonus will put them, if they wipe, that's it, like they win, so.
Yeah, 700 lead, the 600 distance, so to take the lead back, they've got to make over 100, just over 100 bonus, which is definitely doable. Tank is up in the hands of Evil Say, and Jockey Hunter, Spitter Hunter. Hit is going to be going in. Nice hunt lands with Spit on top. Jockey's going to be going in slowly. He's going to try jockeying back into Spit. Giving him a
That's a
couple
lot of
God
damage.
frames, but that's a lot of damage onto Knock. Yeah, you're right. It's dropping him all the way down into the 50s right there. And you know what? If they keep these hits up, I don't think RISEUP are going to win this match. It's such a close matchup. Like,
It's just like, it's also the worst map for someone with high ping is probably this map as well. Like, it just feels, I don't know, it just feels really weird when you're playing it with high ping, so Nox probably extra struggling.
yeah, definitely. Charger goes in, hits the corner. Really nice double count. A huge amount of separation. Actually, both players going back to clear that smoker and not acknowledging Impulse pounce. That was almost a tri-cap. I think if that charge didn't hit the corner, he would have landed in. Would have been a really nice tri-cap. EVO really like a big confidence booster from that wipe onto Team RISEUP, I think. Even though they got wiped, they're still really happy with how they've played this match so far. And you know what? I think, I don't know, this tank is crazy. Like, this whole game, man, these tanks have been
Yeah,
fucking
this
ridiculous.
is-
Like,
They both got crazy cars in the first server, so.
definitely. Nice pull at the back, it's nicely cleared. SI a little bit out of sync. Nice ski, good shutdown to the jockey. Just overall really nice shutdown by the survivors. And probably looking at the tank, and yep, there is the tank up in the hands of EVO.say. He's actually one of their best tank players as well. So it'll be interested to see what he does here. He does get kind of a shit tank spawn here, so they're just gonna play aggressive, some chip on him. If I was him, I'd rotate around probably the left side, honestly, and go for your cars. I think the left side's where they at least expect you to go. He's throwing an R rock on. Looks like a little bit of a ladder glitch there.
I don't know about
admin
that.
on what?
Admin rights.
No, I don't. I don't have admin on here.
I don't know about this tank. Like he's lost 1200 trying to throw a rocket now. He's committing.
He's gonna be going in. Smoker does miss the pull, but he's gonna get the pull onto Nick. Lots of separation. Charger lands. That's a 2-cap. Jockey's gonna be flying in. If he lands onto Rochelle, Rochelle gets a really clutch F2 up, but that's still so much fucking damage right now. Adam's gonna get long armed as well. That Smoker's actually gonna land for an in-cap any second now. And that's gonna be a long arm, and he took his pills. Oh no, that's so much damage. Tank has still got 1k as well. He's gonna get a long arm to Rochelle, and he's got the roof now. He's got the dominant position. He's just gonna start throwing rocks. You know what? Support's coming up as well. Hunter's gonna be going in. Lands onto Rochelle. Huge amount of separation. Tank trying to rock him. He might go for the job. He's actually playing it smart. I like the smart play. He's going for rocks right now. Misses that one rock, but that is so much damage. Boomer's gonna probably hop his way in and go for a nice multi-boom. And that's what he's going to do. Nice double boom coming out. Tank's going to drop on top of Adam. Gets almost a punch to Adam, but Peter, that is so much fucking damage. Yeah, I mean, they have to wipe EVO. Like, I think even if they wipe EVO, I'm not even sure they win.
Yeah,
like,
I think they have 183 right now, so...
This is such a close game, like...
They just lost another 60 bonus from that.
Yeah, I think Sol's right if I look at it, because the survivors, when they make it to tank, they're gonna have about 300 bonus or so, like 300 distance. I think they win by default.
Yeah, I think it's over. They needed a couple hundred at least.
Yeah, that's a GG.
It's kind of unfortunate that they had to get a sub though. Like, Knox is really good, but he has no experience playing with him really.
He's also just really rusty. He's high paid. Like, it's just everything you don't want. Yeah, these guys are really struggling too. Double boom comes out. Boom is on top, just scratching. They keep delaying this pickup right now.
Oh no.
No, that's another in-cap. That's 2 in-caps, 3 in-caps. Jockey lands, and that is the wipe, and that is, I believe, the GG right there.
It's unfortunate.
That's really unfortunate. You know what? That double cap landing in such an open area, and then just like the tank was played really well and just kept them going. I think they're GG.
Yeah.
Looks like they have GG there. Really kind of bitter end to the match, I think. I think that, and that was a really close game overall, but just that tank completely screwed them over. They got double capped in a really open area, and then the clears were incredibly slow. The tank did a really good job of covering the charger. He gets the long arm punch onto the play trying to clear the charger, stops him from clearing, and Impulse gets cleared but not in time. The tank long arms him as he took his pills as well. Like, I don't know, but you know what? Overall, that was an insane game. That was fucking amazing to cast. Yeah. I'm really happy I did cast it. I hope you enjoyed casting it too, Peter.
Yeah, it was back and forth. That was actually one of the best games of the tournament so far.
Definitely. For me personally, that was a highlight match of the tournament. Yeah. Like, that was just, the hittables were just on point by all the teams. I think obviously it does help that there's always survivors out of position, but overall that was just a fucking insane game. I really hope the viewers enjoyed it, because we definitely did. And I think that's going to be EVO that are going to be taking the, I believe, 3rd slot. So I think us and Polestar are in quarterfinals, so that's going to be EVO taking the 3rd slot into quarterfinals here. So definitely all to play for in this round, guys. Literally every team that wins in the 3-1 bracket right now is going to be going through to quarterfinals. So this is a really important round. And now RISEUP, they've got it tough, man. They have to fucking, they've got to, I mean, they still have a chance of making it in. I'm not quite sure how the tiebreakers will work at the end. I'm not sure if we'll do it based on the resistance or not, because the resistance is a little bit scuffed, because lots of forfeit wins. It's not very fair, but we'll see. But yeah, that is going to be EVO progressing through into the quarterfinals. Commiserations to RISEUP. They're still in the chance of making it to quarterfinals, but yeah, fucking great matchup.
We should do playoffs of the 3-2s if it gets really close.
Yeah, definitely.
A one-night playoff, or see who makes it.
That's
actually be a good idea.
Actually what I wanted to do, but I think the problem is we're gonna have like 6 teams on 3-2, and there's gonna be 2 slots left at the end. So like, what do you do? Like, there's
Mini
gonna be
tournament,
3
winner plays winner, all in
Oh.
one night.
all in one night.
Yeah,
I don't know if that will. We could do a week where the teams just play over the
you should
weekend.
have. Yeah, well, you could have a week break between the first rounds and the playoffs, maybe.
Yeah, Swiss in playoffs. We give them a chance. They like in between. And then all the other players have made quarterfinals, and all that can take a break, relax, maybe practice some of the maps they're gonna be in the playoffs, and the other teams are just battling their way out. Probably just make them play on like Dark Carnival or something simple, you know, make it not to make it complicated. Should be the best teams coming out on top of that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you really enjoyed that match. We certainly did. And yep, bye.
Right.